And
there we go.
And welcome back to Vestige of Ophiuchus, Campaign 1, The Cauldron, Session 144 of Campaign 1. Insert spinning JPEG of me here. Whoa! Welcome back. It's us. We're the guys. How you doing? You doing good? You're looking good. You're looking especially good, but you're looking like you got a lot on your mind and you got a lot to deal with, but you also look like you're taking it well. Like, despite the circumstances, you're coping. And that's really strong of you, and I'm proud. Because things are rough, but they're gonna get better. We have a website. Yeah!
Don't you dare put that spinning JPEG in.
What?
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Against the rules.
So, but where was I? I was on a whole stream there, and then I
Website.
www.nat19show.com. Our website has launched. Dab. And it's looking pretty good. Dab again, but in the other direction.
Nice.
Do you want a place that you can go to if you want to keep up with all of our main shows, where you can easily find links to the YouTube side, to the Spotify side, and the Apple Music podcast? Well, now you can go to www.nat19show.com, where you can find all those things easily, but also it lists our best-selling drive-thru RPG products, both in terms of the ones we've curated, and also the ones that are the just straight-up bestsellers on our site. We actually, don't know if I mentioned this to these people, to the other people here, but we actually worked with the drive-thru guys to create some code that, well, not, I don't know, create the code. Jeff did a thing. Drive-thru RPG actually worked with us on making our site. It was cool.
Code!
But, code! Right, programming. Also, there's...
Science!
You can also find brief descriptions of our shows and character descriptions if you ever want to throw Nat19 at someone else and be like, hey, they're like, hey, what is this show? What is this show? What is it about? I don't know what it's going on. It just seems like a lot of episodes. You could throw this out and be like, here's the most basic understanding of it, and a bunch of art to show that there's pretty things to look at, and that's pretty cool. And also, furthermore, there's a merch shop, which, totally unprompted, Hayden's gonna tell you about.
Oh, goodness. Hi.
Yeah.
I guess I'm fucking talking.
We're a team.
We're a team.
Tell us about it, Hayden.
All right, so we have a merch section. We have a ton of different things that are actually available for you guys. I'm pulling up the website right now like the true professional that I am. This is my job. Hold on, I'm pulling it up. You guys are so pretty. You're all so pretty. So we have a ton of different things in the shop. We have double-sided keychains of all of the highest standard, including all the highest standard plus, people like Nemric. Also, there's Taguchi, and we also have a Raleigh, a Scandal. We have minis. We have custom minis of both characters and creatures from our games. And also, we have dice that I have made. Right now, we have two... we have one set and then one single 40mm D20 in there, so you guys should totally go buy those because they're in stock. But also, if you want to commission me for previous sets that I've made, like all of the sets of the highest standard specifically, you can go on there, you can purchase one, and I will make a set for you and ship it to you.
Yeah.
There's all that reason.
Dice.
And miniatures. Tell them about the miniatures.
I did.
Tell them about the minis.
We have minis, and we have, we have 4 minis on there right now, with more to come in the future, so keep an eye on our shop. And,
You want to buy the creature that killed Fenris? It's there.
It's there.
Yeah. We're getting
You
those
want a
made.
really pretty Scandal? She's there.
She's there.
Yeah.
Getting those made
You want
over
a
time.
Want to get good dinosaur boy?
We have examples of what they look like painted, done by my wonderful friend Jessa Inokalia, who is hiccups. He's a good guy. Hacking cool VA and a bunch of stuff like the Dragon Prince. Also a really cool mini painter, and he's doing the production shots for us. And also, I'm talking with him about making a system where you could, if you wanted to, commission us to get him to paint copies before we send them to you. So that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Professionally painted.
There's a Well, with the writer's strike and all, he's basically got the year off. So,
Yeah, he's just vibing.
we got those. We also have some other things coming. We have other products that we don't want to mention yet, but other stuff going. But now, if you purchase all this stuff, it goes directly through us and our website, and not through Redbubble.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And we hope to get more stuff on there. We have a help page. If you have suggestions for things you'd like to see in merch and whatnot, please use the contact us page.
God, yes, please. Yes,
Yes,
please.
we have. And also in future, we're trying to look into getting our books published on our end. So eventually we want to sell our books printed not through drive-thru. Not that I have anything against drive-thrus printing, but it takes a while. But we're going to try to also sell books through there.
Yeah.
Is there anything else about the site? Hayden, is there anything else about the site that we should talk about?
I don't think
Oh, it has a section about all the people.
I was literally,
Yeah.
oh my god, same brain cell,
Oh my
bro.
God,
I was
tell me
literally,
about
oh my god. There's an about page where you can see all of us on there with a little picture of our beautiful faces because we're all so goddamn hot.
It's true. We're very
And
pretty.
there's a little bio and the characters we play, as well as links to our socials and our shops. So you got Logan, you got me, you got Aaron, Cody.
You got Hody.
Hody Hewitt.
That's what we call him on Fridays, if you know what I mean.
Hody Hewitt with an extra E at the end.
We got Kara, we got Matthew, is he Coke Boy? We got that Eric, we got that Anna, and then we got our guest pages for stinkies like Alejandro, but also wonderful people like Brandon McInnes, Chase Corbin, Corinne Soberg, and Tosh Ritter, with maybe more to come. Who heckin' knows? But you just go check out our site. It's so freaking good. We're so
really
pleased.
cool.
It's really cool,
I love
and
it.
we're kind of, I think I'm still processing the fact that we have a heckin' website.
So we have a website.
We have a website, guys.
I still can't. I'm just. Oh, it's so cool, and
web-
it's so cool that we got such a cool person to work on the site.
We did.
Wow.
We
I know that this-
sure did.
I know that this isn't the case, but I love how earlier you were talking about how drive-thru was helping with the thing, and it's like, thank you, drive-thru, for helping us with the website.
I know,
Now
I
we're gonna
know.
get your books off of your site.
Well, I'd rather have stuff in stock and ship
I
it, because
know.
I love drive-thrus printing, but it's not their main thing, and it also
Yeah.
takes them a while because it's print on demand. I would like to be able to do things like be like, hey, we're doing like a limited edition run where it's like it's this book, but it's got a different cover for a while, which there's really no way to do through
Yeah.
drive-thru without just creating a whole second product, which sounds cumbersome to me. So
Plus, some people want signed copies. I'm sure.
I don't
So,
know.
you could also do that at some point.
Why is Eric's name misspelled?
Is it?
Is it?
No,
No, it's not.
Oh.
Like, no.
No, it definitely is.
Now we gotta fix it.
I want you guys to look at how you commonly spell that name and think to yourself if that's the way anybody spells anything.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. But yeah, so more stuff to come. The site's going to probably change a little bit over time because we want to add some things to it. And
Speaking of adding things, I literally just added the rest of the keychains. So all of them are on there now.
Yay!
That's what I've been doing in the background this whole time.
yeah!
How excited!
Nice.
I'm going to look.
Oh,
It was a very, very fun experience to get our website designer on board, talk about what we wanted, then for him to be like, hey, could you like give me all your assets to work with? And then for him to be like, you guys have a lot.
He was so happy, and it made me happy that he was happy.
Yep.
There's a Sunder keychain.
Yeah!
It's-
all there.
Yeah.
We got Navi, Flux, Alexia, Miriam, and Nemric, a Taguchi, a Fenris, a Raleigh, a Quintus, a Scandal, and a Sunder of the Veering Grove.
It's under counting rocks, trying to understand the mechanics that time follows underwater and not underwater.
It's okay, Hayden. You can admit that you like him whenever you're not Avi.
No, it's funnier if I don't.
So yeah, go check out our site. Bounce back there if you ever want to go to our shop. We'll add an update section that will hopefully in the future include us talking about cons and whatnot we're going to and products that we're releasing.
Yeah.
We also will occasionally, if our website guy can get it working, which he is pretty sure you can. We're gonna also probably have items that we're going to fund, that if we get enough pre-orders for them, we can get certain kinds of merch made, like really special dice and dice trays and things like that, dice cases.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff.
A lot of dice stuff, really. That's like the main goal. And who knows, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe other things.
Maybe other things.
I need y'all to know.
Who's to say?
My favorite keychain
Because
is the
Cody will
wrong
say it
one.
if I don't. Maybe
I know, right?
To say.
He's watering down a fire.
I wasn't gonna say anything about hockey
You know,
sticks. Why'd you
how-
mention hockey sticks?
How funny would it be if we sold like little intricate bottles that look definitely like they could only be a potion, and they say they're like a health potion, but they're like Raleigh's health potion, and they're like they're just like water with food dye in them.
Yes!
Yes.
I'll start
We make
working
$1 million.
They get them. They're just water with
Hayden
like
and I will be on
they're
it.
like 1/10 fruit juice and 9/10 water.
This is how we keep our potion stock going, you know?
Right?
It tastes fine.
Gotta keep the wheels turning.
Like,
Gotta make those margins.
I'm about to give y'all like fucking $110 so I can have all of these. Like I want all your fucking
I
keychains.
did say once the site launched, I feel like we're gonna be our own customers for a little bit.
Yeah.
I have all the samples. I mean, obviously you don't want to wait for me to come up with all the samples that I got for these, but I was planning to give people their like co-sign, like because I also have a keychain of Logan.
Of course,
And
of course.
it's lovely. I like to look at it and I like to waggle my finger at it when he's trying to kill me in D&D, but I feel like Logan might enjoy
I
it
like
more.
to look at it.
I like to look at it.
When he's really bad, I put him in the freezer. No, I'm kidding.
Good. Yes, good.
Cool off, Logan.
I
just
want to
get a little
voodoo
jail
Logan.
and I put.
Amazing.
Yeah, we didn't make the me chibi into a keychain, did we?
No.
No.
Okay,
we
I
did
didn't
not.
think so. Okay, I guess that's good that we didn't.
I guess that's
I
fine.
figured I was putting in the order, I almost did, but then I was like, I'm ordering enough of these that if it turns out that it's not funny that I ordered these,
No,
Logan's going to be
There's
upset.
no reason to make the me chibi into a keychain.
There's no reason to let everybody have a me and then put
I'm
them
gonna,
in
but
their
I'm gonna
freezers.
give you. I have it right here. I can give it to you, Mr. Laidlaw. I can give it to you, and it's you, and it's like you're lined in gold, and it's
But then
all
how will you put him
like
in the freezer if you give
fancy.
it to him?
Well, hopefully he'll be good, and he won't have to go in timeout
I
no
won't
more.
be.
He won't.
Red is bully.
I can only hope.
Fuck, I don't have bingo open, damn.
Damn, you're right.
Oh, guys, get bingo. We
the
might,
heck
depending on how
in.
this goes, there may need to be like a heckin' like talks about website updates added to the bingo sheet.
Oh yeah.
We also need to have oh shit, I forgot bingo added as a square.
Yo, yeah. For sure.
Specifically, someone forgot bingo, but if you're the one that forgot because you don't have your sheet yet, you don't get to get it.
Yes. I love that rule. That's a great rule.
Insidious.
Really good.
It's mean and fun. Okay, let's I guess let's go. Let's start game. Let's do this thing that we do with the D&D now that we have our website announcements out of the way. Yeah, heckin'. So go check that out, guys. Go check out that stuff whenever you get a chance. We'll probably post a lone video on it somewhere, and the website hopefully will help us do a bunch more things. We have a lot more. Oh yeah, I did see a question earlier. Somebody asked if we're gonna move the Redbubble stuff over. We can't. Redbubble is a print-on-demand service. We don't have those products, and we're
But if
certainly
you
not.
want stickers,
and
if you
we're-
want stickers, please tell that in the contact section.
Sure,
Do mention
but
that because we can get stickers.
Yeah,
to,
do that, yeah.
to finish, to mass order from Redbubble to sell on our own would be disastrous mechanically. So no, there's no version of that where that happens unless we find a new way to make products, which we are now looking into when we have more connections than we used to. So we're doing it, but it won't be the Redbubble stuff moved over. That's not the way. There's no way to actually do that.
This is not the way.
It is not the way.
The way.
It's not the
Hold on,
way.
The
Just
way.
to make sure it's fine.
How tall
I'm
is
gonna
the
post
ceiling?
the link for the website in our announcements in Project Mouthwash because people are asking.
Yes,
Just
please
letting
do.
you know. Hip, hip, hip.
All right.
I have.
I'm gonna switch us over. Here we go. Hope everybody's got their reactive sorted out. Hope everyone thinks they have their reactive sorted out.
We'll see.
Oh, well, look at that. You all do.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I did it before bed, but that's debatable.
Whale,
Yo, right.
whale.
I was like, I did it like 30 minutes ago, but the doubt was there.
Oh, and I... Hold on. I prepared a thing earlier, and then I didn't actually change it. Just give me 1/2 second here.
Okay.
There. I changed it so that now our link is on the screen in place of the other one.
Let's go.
Incredible.
Indeed. Indeed. Also, I changed the way that we're doing the little character thing at the bottom now. Now there's just a little card.
Looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot I had 22 strength. Yay.
The asterisks, as they always have, the asterisks mean that something is modifying that to get where it is. But I figure that'll give people more specific views of those things. They just won't always be on screen, so...
Nothing's modifying me. I'm just that strong.
Sure, buddy.
Hi,
Are you sure about that?
I'm Quintus Vanderbilt.
I'm Quintus Vanderbilt, and I'm really strong.
Is Quintus the Palpatine of stuff?
Do it.
I knew I hated him.
He's got clones of himself everywhere. That you can all find out about if you play the Vestige of Ophiuchus mobile game.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck my mom did. Maybe there's clones of me everywhere.
Oh my god.
Now, I'm pretty sure you've died before, so you're good.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okie dokie. Okay. 1 second. I guess if we're gonna get this started, I should probably hit this button. Okay.
Aww.
I want one of you to tell me what happened last time.
Oh.
This includes, of course, everything with Collites.
Quintus was heavily judged for about
Well, I gotta roll.
an hour in real life. Just as one of us. I figured I'd just go.
Me! You know, it landed on Cody, but since he had to retain it all last time, I feel that's unfair. Hold again.
Thank you.
That's Cody. That's unfair. Do you know, I just feel like it shouldn't be Cody. It can't be Sunder. That doesn't make sense. I'm gonna give Spencer a pass.
What?
But only one. Izzy.
No!
Why did Spencer get the pass?
Someone actually wanted to do it.
This is the best day of my life!
Damn it, fuck. Okay,
I believe
so
in
Quintus went to talk to Colity. Fucking, I don't even know what I'm saying. It's, told him a bunch of stuff like the fucking Undercroft under the Well of Records that has a super secret blue journal in it that we need to tell the council to go find, and we did that, and they found it and they translated it, and it was a whole thing, and there was a enormous lore dump that I got maybe a fraction of. Something about Nemesine, the god of time and memory. I think they created the fucking Nephilim, and then that was I think Nemesine died at some point, and that job was taken over by Vestius, if I'm remembering that correctly. I don't know. And there was Satesk. They didn't seem as important to the story, but they were like gravity and isolation, and then Ophiuchus, space and light, I guess.
Their name
All right,
is
and-
Ophiuchus. Okay.
We spat out Ophiuchus, and then Ophiuchus. You're doing good.
All right, yeah. Fucking, yeah, Nemesine made the Nephilim, Copetter made the frame built, Gregelgagor designed the fucking Sword of Damocles, that's kind of wild. Freaking what else? So there's a whole bunch of stuff with the Sword of Damocles and the dagger units. There was like the Iron Giant friend one that we met earlier, that I think is like supposed to be a mass-produced kind of model that's not made of theosite, but there are 3 like prime dagger units that are buried in the mountains and the ocean and the desert. One of them's not buried anymore. That's the whole thing later. But they're really big. And let's see here. Fucking, I just have a note here that I clearly didn't finish because I forgot the end of it that just says Scattershot Islands were created by, and then I just stopped.
I can tell you, but I won't.
You're mean.
I know I am. I love you.
I think it was like the thing that fell, right? Like the guy who was piloting the sword or whatever.
Lycrothemia was used as a weapon against the sword and the other DGR units that were launched, and the magical outburst that hit them, that blew them from the sky, also blew apart part of the continent and left islands in its wake, which is now most of Highwave.
Oh, God, the big moon laser.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Okay. Thank you for that. So, and also apparently the frame built that were put into like hibernation near the Sword of Damocles, they did not have their memories wiped in the same way that the ones that knew themselves to be the Warforged did. Like, they still have their original programming that will compel them to complete the Sword of Damocles and kill God, I think. So that's unfortunate. It makes me very sad because I would like to be friends, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna work out. Nephilim, let's see here. Right, there's an Idolos
How do you
guarding
think I feel, man? Whenever I was saying it before.
I'm impressed you were able to get all of this, man. Like, hats off to you.
Oh my god.
There was an Idolos that was guarding the Sword of Damocles, but the family probably killed it, and they're going to use its Sephirite to activate the Sword of Damocles without the use of the operator or the pilot. PMLs, pommels, used to designate pilots for the big DGRs, the daggers. So that's what they're the keys. They're the keys to the ignition.
Yeah.
They want to destroy magic, or no wait, they don't. They don't want to destroy magic, but they will maybe. I'm a little lost. The programs interfere. The Sword of Damocles programmed to interfere with Vestius, so I guess if it wakes up without a pilot, it will just continue to do that, so it will probably destroy magic just kind of as a side effect, maybe? So we should stop that. So yeah, right, Tribunal, we gotta tell the Tribunal, we did that, they have the book, and fucking, so they know about, they can tell us from the translated journal that frickin' Thoraki can read, where the other proto-DGR, that's where I wrote it down, proto-DGRs. That's what they are. There are 3 of them, and they're bad. We should not wake them up. One of them's awake. It's bad. It's coming toward us. Its name is Excalibur, and that seems really scary.
That seems really bad.
Some of the most delightful smiths.
Did I fucking, yeah, it's, oh right. So yeah, we were discussing, like, yeah, we might need to split up to track down the sites of the proto-DGRs to make sure that the family doesn't wake them up. They did. They woke up one of them. And then our robot friend from earlier who we unearthed came in to maybe warn us or help us. He's really messed up, and I hope he's okay, but I think he's missing like an arm or like a jetpack.
He's missing his arm.
Yeah, he's in a bad spot. It's the big ol' Q Pacific Rim battle music is coming toward us out of the ocean, and that's I think where we ripped off.
You forgot a very important thing.
Fuck, I'm sorry. What did I miss?
Praxis.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
Can't believe you forgot Praxis.
I completely forgot about Praxis.
So, he's like, the fuck's a Praxis?
I will be honest, I forgot until I finished that sentence and remembered that it's the fucking Pegasus.
It's like,
Yeah.
yes, makes perfect, but what about it?
I have Pegasus.
You do. You has Pegasus.
So yes,
It was my reward for being
that
good
was
boy.
that was
last
an
game.
exhaustive recap and also a good summation of most of what you guys learned about last session. It was a lot of lore. A lot of it was historic. Only a chunk of it was, practically relevant to what you're doing. Yeah. Family's trying to wake up the proto-DGRs. They were in 3 locations. Now they're in 2 locations. Well, they're technically still in 3 locations. One of those locations just became mobile, that's all.
One of those locations is just getting closer.
Yeah. As you guys
Yep.
were talking about whether or not how to split up, the Solar Tribunal said that they could go to retrieve Calates so they can get him back and find out where the place where everything was frozen is, where Diane and them are. In the meantime, you guys were going to split up into 3 groups to try to go out and stop the Proto-DGRs from being awakened. However, that quickly shifted when a storm, comprised mostly of a veil of steam erupting from the energy of the DGR touching the ocean, erupted out from it, and like a storm is encroaching on Pezodromos, bringing with it the 50-meter tall DGR-001 Excalibur, which, I mentioned this in our own chat, but I missed the obvious comparison, which is, think Colossal Titan. That's how big it is. It is semantically slightly smaller, but like, at that point, a few meters is not really a big deal. It's about that tall. And given that its sword, the sword that it carries, which I'm just gonna throw it up on screen again. There it is again. Given that the
So
sword
cool.
it carries is longer than its body, that sword, if it's stuck into the ground, the tip of it would be up above the Colossal Titan's head. So have fun with that.
Oh my god.
Tell me what to
So, it is at currently the edge of the Tostema, the island. As it is in the distance, it is, how long would that be? Probably about 20 kilometers. Probably about 20 kilometers away from you guys. It did push out of the cloud of steam that it is within. It is surging inward relatively fast, but even fast at this range. It's not horribly close. Given how quickly it's coming, there is a faint rumbling surrounding it, a faint disturbance in the air coming from the distance. As it moves, it seems to pull this storm cloud with it as it goes. You guys, probably, you would estimate, you would probably have the best sense of this flux. You probably have maybe 10 minutes, maybe 20, before it gets to the city at the range it's at. Keeping in mind, it is at a distance that would sometimes, require usually a day of travel for you guys.
Oh my goodness. I'll relay that to the group.
And just to relay where you all are as well. You guys are currently on top of the, Sun Keep. The Tribunal is elsewhere. They went to see what's going on. You guys are up there with the broken DGR-19 Sagitta unit that has one of its forearms. The left forearm is removed. It is broken. This one has a big chunk of metal still pierced through its body from when it was found. It's still covered in vines, but less than before. But it is scratched up and damaged, and it is not operational. Given all that information, I should tell you the time, too. Hold on. It is 4 p.m.
Also time of death.
Tuesday, the 23rd of September, the year is 758 of the Second Era, Second Age, and it is 4 p.m. You know what? It's 4:02. We're getting wild. And just as a general recap, that puts us 5 days from the Night of Blind Queens.
Woo.
What would you guys like to do? I release you.
All right, Feminist, we're leaving.
Okay.
We're
Yeah,
leaving. The cauldron's silly. We don't want to be here.
No, that's literally the opposite direction I was going to ask you to go in. I want you to go towards the giant thing.
No.
We're going to Grey Rock. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh my goodness.
I will turn
Back
this
to the
Pegasus
actual.
around.
Back to the actual.
Yeah.
Just like up on the Pegasus. Blah. Should we land or?
I have an idea.
Braden,
Oh? Yeah?
check your reactive.
Yes? Oh no!
What happened?
Fenris is rapidly shifting between themselves and a foreign
Yes.
Palabarian that they don't know.
Amazing.
Who is she?
Oh.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn. I will, because I had grabbed Fenris before and flew up in the Pegasus, I will land near everybody else at this point.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. I think it would take you ages to get to that thing. Best we let it just come to us, because I think it's going to either way.
I think it's going to either way. I'll turn to I'm assuming the Nephilim are still around us.
You guys went up to they left. They were in the main room downstairs, and whenever urgency was called, Stocidi took off, and then you guys went up here to investigate the crash. The others are not with you currently.
Okay.
Can we even do anything to that right now?
I don't know if we can do anything to it, but I'm in the camp of getting as many people evacuated or away from the direct line of this thing as possible. We need to distract it and give them time to get out of here.
Agreed. Trying to fight it would be suicidal. Let's try to get people to safety.
Alright, my guys. You would see that as this is happening, there are Fault Knights that are taking to the skies and are heading inwards towards the city. You do see people moving, even those on ground level at this point. Even with the change in elevation, they can see this thing coming in the distance. This part of the island is relatively elevated. They can see it. You do see the faint dots of Nephilim moving in the city down below you, shifting and moving into crowds or moving out of the city. It seems to be one of the two. The reactions seem to be either flee or gather together. Most of them are gathering in the what would effectively be the common area of Pesodromos, which would be the area that surrounds the statue of Vestius that hangs over most of it. Given that information, how do you want to approach this?
Seeing that there are people gathering, Avi's instinct is to start flying off towards those groups to try to usher them out. Just trying to evacuate is the plan in her brain.
If you're willing to take one with you, Fenris would want to help in evacuation.
Sure.
And getting people the hell out of here.
I'll scoop up a Fenny if that's the case.
Oh no, how terrible.
Oh no. Strong bird
Alright, so
lady
you're heading towards the crowd?
Yes.
Okay, you could get there. Given that you're flying and you're making haste, you could probably get there within about like 5 to 10 minutes. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Any ideas on how to distract that thing, Kitty?
I'm thinking about it, but even my biggest things are about the size of its foot. Maybe. I can't see its feet.
Is the Sagita like completely powered down, or like is it just a?
It appears to be inert
Unconscious
at this point. It flickered back into being conscious enough to point out towards the direction where this came from, and then it seemed to power back down again. Whether or not it is completely dead or what have you is difficult to tell.
Gotcha. I would like to take a look at our friend here.
That's better than anything I've got. I'll give you a hand.
Wait, that thing, the one we fought before, it opened, right?
Correct. If it is the same type, there should be a pilot compartment.
Maybe we could, whatever is making that thing go, maybe we could get it out of it before this thing gets here? Because it needs either a pilot or a Sephirite, right? What if there's a Sephirite inside?
Potentially. If we need a pommel in order for the daggers to authenticate us as pilots. But once a pilot's already inside. No, I mean, are you speaking of the proto DGR coming toward us?
I was speaking of the one over there.
The big one?
It's a lot of information, so I will clarify.
The one that arm cut off.
It's a lot of information, so I will clarify. Just to be specific, because I don't expect you guys to remember stuff on this minutia. The pommels, they aren't needed to turn it on and control it necessarily. They are used.
They signify pilots.
They
though.
basically tell the DGR like this person is in complete control, like no free will.
Yeah.
Like
like
they
an
are. They
authenticator.
yeah. They can turn on without them. The thing that you guys are referring to regarding Sephirite is that they were also designed to be piloted by Aylox, which means that when they reduced to Sephirite form, they could fit inside and take control of it in a similar way. Just to be clear about that, and that is all of them, as far as you know. At least the DGRs. I will clarify, just to throw a weird wrench into all this, that technically the Sword of Damocles is not a DGR unit. The DGRs are all based on the Sword of Damocles. You can chew on that however you wish, and I hope it confuses
more like-
You
I
can
am-
It's more
marinate
like
on
their
that for a
miniature
bit.
sort of Damocles.
I am
right?
mostly trying to bring an assumption of
Yes.
there might be something in our friend one that, because this thing looks like it's coming after him. Like, I'm thinking maybe there's something in our friend one that we need to get out before this thing comes over and slices down into it with a sword.
Possible. Our friend may have also just been trying to slow it down as best it could.
Maybe.
But yes. Let's see if we can open the cockpit.
We'll fly over.
Yeah,
Okay.
fly over.
This one did fall onto its back, so that's lucky. You do not know the mechanisms to open it. However, Flux, you have time to investigate this one that you did not have with the other. That said, this will take a little bit of time. Are you willing to
If I
investigate?
grab Vogan, can we both try to wrench it open?
It's maybe not. That's could have done further
You can certainly
damage.
try. If you tell me what you're doing, then I can tell you if it works.
Well, I was just wanting to know if there was a spot we saw when it opened, if like there's like a way we can like put hands in or not.
Because you saw the other one open, you know where they open now, which is information you didn't have before. You know that. Hold on, I'm gonna just get a panel of the Sagita up real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something I don't.
Vogan, we can do this.
I don't know if we should.
But should you? I don't think you
Oh,
should.
Flux.
He's our friend. Don't mutilate him.
So-
Flux.
This is.
I'm trying to save a little
this
bit of
is-
our friend.
This is the Sagita, and what? Why did?
What was that?
Logan's
Tell me it's our landlord.
Do it.
It is our landlord. Yes.
Oh my god.
Incredible timing. As always.
Okay. I will get back to you later, landlord. Heckin', real quick. I'm trying to get the thing that lets me draw. So you guys got that picture, right? I'm pretty sure. I hope you can see this.
Yeah.
Eh. So, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that?
I can
The
see nothing.
drawing? I do not see any drawing.
Nothing popped up?
Yeah, I don't see it right.
How do you... Why don't you... How do I commit you? Visible.
You have to hit like N.
I've never actually drawn in this version.
Oh.
Yeah. Do I have to like... Drawing. Unlock drawing layer. I don't know. Boom. There. Ah, darn. I don't know if I can actually share what I'm doing.
Is that right there?
Yes, basically the gold bit and the silver bit, they pop upwards.
Okay.
Well, you guys discuss what you want to do. I'm going to send a text back to our landlord. But please discuss what you wish to do. I can hear you.
So my thought is, if something, this thing is most likely, like, it could be coming for something else, right? But we saw this thing get roughed up before it showed up. I'm thinking that it's gonna come here and stab our friend in the fucking chest with its giant sword and murder the fuck out of it. But if there's something of our friend we can save, it's most likely in the cockpit.
I'm actually not convinced it's really interested in our friend here. I think our friend might have just been in the way.
Maybe. I can't. I don't know what else it would be coming here to stab.
To kill
other
the
than us.
Nephilim? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's for the Nephilim.
All of the things that would stop them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Either
Flux
way,
would definitely want
we
to
all
try
want in
and,
this cockpit. So let's look for it.
Yeah, Flux would want to investigate non-invasively.
I will grab Vogan for in case that fails. If Vogan will help.
Crowbar squad.
Vogan, will you help?
Let's go.
We'll also grab Lexi for Crowbar Squad.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Well, no,
I
she
know-
went off, right?
No
Or
pressure, Flex.
I hate to do this. Can you guys give me a minute?
Yeah,
No
take your
Yeah,
time.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I shouldn't be too terribly long.
We will grab Crowbar Squad for if Brain Squad, which is Flux, fails.
Amazing.
How dare.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, elsewhere, Aviana
Do you
and
think I'm a
Fenris
part
are
of
like,
Crowbar
you
Squad?"
need to leave!
No, you definitely are
Fucking
not.
get out!
Oh,
As long as that's clear.
You most definitely are not part of Crowbar Squad. You are the antithesis of Crowbar Squad.
You got
Whenever
to
we
leave
first
brain cells.
formed Crowbar Squad, you just allowed us to win.
It's true. Honestly,
Yeah.
that was my greatest mistake.
You helped the formation of Crowbar Squad with your hubris.
Yep.
It was a beautiful moment.
Truly was.
Okay, so Mary and Flux try to investigate it, and then when that fails, me, Vogan, and Lexi will wrench it
Yeah.
open.
Like when he
Maybe
says like it'll take an amount of time. Really depends how long it will take to investigate it.
We'll hold off for 5 minutes.
You guys just feel like a tap on one of your shoulders. You turn around, the giant mech is in front of you guys, like, hi.
Flux, you took long.
Oh
I thought we
no,
would
I'm
have
sorry.
heard you before you got
You
here.
took too long. Now the Nephilim are gone. That's what
That's what happened.
Gosh.
Goddamn.
goddamn.
Yeah. I don't, fucking none of us have anything to distract that thing, really.
I need to check.
I did.
Oh,
right, I'm
thank
back.
God.
I mean-
I thought I
Welcome
might
back.
have
They
lost
sent
my
they,
crowbar.
sent a picture of the blinds that we set outside because they broke.
Yeah.
They sent me a picture of it being like, "Why's that out there?" And I was just like, "Are you outside?"
Oh.
So I just
What
wanted
the
to go
fuck?
Weird.
wanted to go check. I'll update you guys more on that once we get to a break. Anyways, what-ha! Don't know why we've had a string of landlord contacts every time we try
Squad,
to run a
hurry!
game.
Brain at it.
Is the music cutting in and out for anyone
Okay, it
else?
wasn't just me.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah.
It should be
Okay.
good now.
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Well, we should.
Oh.
And then we're not.
Still cutting in and out. Okay.
Going okay. Huh?
Hello?
Okay.
Hello.
Cutting out again.
So it's okay just long enough that you're like, oh.
Oh, and then the Elgato turned
rough.
off. What is going on today?
Heck.
Alright, are we good? Someone say something.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
Alright, we should be good.
Say something.
And then I say that, and then...
Beautiful.
The
Gosh.
Excalibur is fucking on your audio.
Excalibur, no.
Too powerful.
It's so powerful.
Take this down.
So
Okay.
powerful.
Carrie.
Yeah.
How you feeling today?
Well, now I'm very afraid. I was feeling great.
I'm
But now I've
asking
been
you
called
so that
out
you,
and I'm
I need you to
terrified.
keep saying things.
No. Oh, okay. I'm speaking, saying words, saying the things. I feel like I'm getting louder as I say things.
Who's to say?
Yep.
Logan's to say, but you
Well,
know.
Vogan's to say.
No, you're not getting louder. I'm
Oh,
seeing if the
Vulcan.
skipping is happening.
Oh, I see. I'm saying things. I'm speaking words. I'm saying
Yeah,
the
we
words
should be
and
good.
whatnot. Okay, good.
Weird.
Right?
Okay. Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Bolga, bolga, bolga.
All right, my guys. So, sorry I had to step away there for a sec. So, what was discussed while I was gone? So you have the DGR in front of you. It's not open. One of its arms is effectively missing. The whole thing's dinged up pretty bad. What would that group like to do?
I think
Like to
Mary and
try-
Flux gonna look at it, and then if they fail, we're gonna crowbar it.
Okay. Miriam and Flux are gonna look at it. Roll me investigation. And yes, you can use the ancient one. That's history, isn't it? That's only for history.
Boo!
It's both.
It's both?
Yeah,
There you go.
ancient history and ancient investigation.
Use that.
All right.
And you guys are gonna try to wrench it open?
If they fail.
Crowbar it
Oh, I see.
open.
If they take like too long investigating it,
Gotcha.
kind of deal. Like after like 5 minutes, if they don't find it, we're just gonna wrench it open.
We're gonna try.
If Miriam is
Or try it,
assisting
yeah.
me, does that count as the help action?
Miriam doesn't have ancient history.
Did you give it a try? All right.
Bardic knowledge? I'm playing.
Maybe?
There were songs about this thing.
Amazing.
Is bardic inspiration a thing? I don't know how that works, actually.
I'm assuming Bardic probably wouldn't work for this since it's over the course of a bit.
Fair.
And Bardic usually works for a single action.
I would
Gotcha.
say probably not. We'll say you're going to try to figure out what you can. Let's say over the course of 5 minutes. It would, yeah, probably that bonus wouldn't be able to apply to it.
All right, then let's go.
You're so gross.
Jesus Christ.
It's just,
Help when you got a fucking plus 16.
noting that I'm a smart fella. And you got higher than me with a natural 20
Jesus Christ.
with an 8.
It's a very specific skill.
This is your kitchen, yes.
Okay. So as you guys do look to investigate it, you try to play upon your knowledge of where it should open. Let's see. As you investigate, you will find there are no obvious openings on the outside that would be switches or handles or anything that would open it, leading you to believe that either this thing has to be signaled to open or must open on its own. However, Flux, why don't you roll me a general intelligence check, just on your own.
Oh.
All right.
General intelligence.
General intelligence. I'm gonna dynamic DC you real quick. You're a smart guy, Flux. You piece together that in all likelihood, that's probably one of the things that PMLs are for, which is to signal to these things that they should prepare themselves for operation. So you figure you likely have the key to make it open if it's responsive. You don't necessarily know how to use it to do so.
Opens as
take a
Marion.
shot-
Oh.
No, that's not it.
I'll, I guess, take a shot in the dark and try and place the PML against the blue spot on its chest.
Okay. Vogan.
Yeah.
Roll me an insight check.
A patience check.
It's like tap tap tap.
Major
tap, tap,
insight.
Tap. Insight. 15.
Okay. As you place it against it, Flux, you do see there is a mild response from the DGR unit. The Sagita unit, the mechanical lines along it through which blue energy flows do seem to light up briefly as the PML unit does. As you get towards it and place it on it, it does seem to resume operation. You hear metallic creaking as it begins to shift and move. Also, quick question. So I'm just going to name a couple people. Tell me if you're still there. So Quintus is not. Avi is not. Quintus, are you there? You're there. You're there.
Yeah, I'm there.
Quintus and Lexi's there.
Yeah.
Lexi, roll me insight.
Okay. I want this to be a door because I want to use knock on it.
The magic crowbar.
Knock, knock.
Couldn't I do also investigation instead of insight? My investigation's great. My insight shit.
You're not investigating anything.
Damn it!
It's above a 10.
My insight is
A
no,
12.
not my insight. My investigation is plus 13.
Lexi
Yeah.
and Vogan.
Oh.
Yeah.
As the PML is pressed against it and the unit seems to respond briefly, there is this hydraulic, effectively airlock sound. You hear just a clunk followed by a as it seems to pop open. The top of it moves up only slightly. The gold bit and the glowing, almost crystal sphere that is on its chest shifts down slightly, and the silver area that constitutes its head and most of its chest, it does pop a few inches open, and you hear the creaking of metal as if it tries to open itself further, and then it does not. It seems to not be able to. And to reiterate, Vogan and Lexi, as this is happening, you both feel a warmth. You feel the same sort of feeling that you have felt previously when your idolic armaments were near other idolic armaments that they did not like.
That they don't like? Is that what you said?
That's always been it. They do not
Yeah.
like idolic armaments tend to
Okay.
not like those of other gods.
I knew there was something in here.
Hand on the
Okay.
rock, be like, it's okay. This is okay.
Oh, we need to get in there.
Pulls out the crowbar.
Doesn't seem to physically be able to open.
Is it stuck or is it a lack of power, I wonder? Would I be able to make an educated guess, like, as to which of those is more likely based on what we're seeing?
Roll me. If you have Tinker's tools, right?
Always.
Roll me an intelligence check based on those.
Okay.
Do you guys think the knock would work? I mean, it'd be really, really loud, but it might get it unstuck.
Is Tinker's tool.
It's not locked anymore.
Yeah, but it works.
Yo!
Oh my god!
That's a nat 20,
You're
baby. So
disgusting.
you
What is
suppose
this?
that in all likelihood, it's likely the damage and the lack of power that it has as the lights keep flickering on and off on it. They are likely responsible for it. The mechanism doesn't seem broken. It just seems like it doesn't have full autonomy over itself. It can't operate.
Vogan,
Eh.
are you able to produce lightning?
Yeah.
I, like, take a look at the exposed wires in its arms. Do you think maybe you could give it a jump start?
I could try, sure.
Do you have control over it? Are you sure you're not just gonna, like, blow up?
I do a certain amount of. It's a lightning bolt, okay? It's
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
just to check, that's a shot in the dark on Izzy's part. Fucking would Flux think that's a smart move? Like, based on the information we're getting here?
It's a wild guess, isn't
Judgment
it?
call, man, yeah. Like,
It's not like even like Flux is familiar with machinery, but these things are kind of a world apart from what Flux is immediately familiar with. So I think Flux would have about the same understanding of the internal mechanics that you do.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Go for it, Bogan. Go
no harm
for
in
it.
trying. Lightning rose.
I don't like the harm in trying. Here we go.
Boom!
Be sure to lightning
This
rose
is
yourself, too,
happening.
just to get that inspiration.
Ow. Nah. Good. I think any damage that I take from fucking Excalibur will be
true.
enough.
That's true.
I don't know if that's gonna make it different.
You are correct.
You can step on me, and I will be smooshed.
That's it. Absolutely smooshed.
As
I use
So you use Lightning Rose, you create a blade of lightning in your hand, effectively raise it up, it disappears, flashes back around you, a flower of electrical energy erupts in a circle around you as it strikes it. As it does, you do see it jolt, like his back arches up partially, and you see briefly, rather than take on the blue quality that they had, the pale blue, the lines of energy along the body of the DGR unit take on this vibrant red as it seems to power up, and it doesn't feel to you like a negative as much as it just feels like its current changed effectively. As it happens, it pulls itself up very suddenly. As this happens, it digs its fingers into the ground on its one arm and pulls its body up to a kneeling position very suddenly, as if it doesn't have much time to do so. It gets up, one knee on the ground, the other leg up, the pointed end piercing into the ground beside it, puts its hand down to stabilize itself, and then you see flickering, and then you see the cockpit section. It kneels down to expose it, and it opens further. As it does, you hear an uncharacteristic growl come from inside of it, as if something bestial was resonating through the metal this is made of. One that has a sense of familiarity to some of you, not to Flux, but to the rest of you. This distorted growl sounds familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on exactly where you've heard it before.
Well, I'm not
Don't make me excited.
As it happens, you see that there is nothing inside this open, relatively ultimately smooth chamber that appears to be inside of it. It is completely barren. It's old. There appears to be some dust, no roots. Compared to the rest of it, though, relatively pristine, as if its eons of slumber had completely isolated the central chamber. The lights on it fade to almost being nothing, but you see that same reddish energy is coursing through it just enough that you see these little motes of light moving along it. It is, however, empty.
The sound that it made didn't sound anything like Quipcat, did it?
Quipcat's never growled.
It made a noise at me whenever it ran away.
Whenever it exploded.
Yeah.
It made an exploding sound.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry if that hurt, my friend. I guess I'll try and climb into the cockpit and see what we can see.
As you do, you do see small little bits of text on the inside of this relatively circular, slightly like tapered, but relatively circular chamber inside, in which when you get into it, you find that it's almost like there's a small anti-gravity field. As soon as you're in it, you sort of just float inside in place. It's large enough that it can fit you comfortably. You could just about touch the sides of it if you like stuck your hands out to both sides, but it seems just to be out of reach that you could just move with full articulation inside, and there's no issue. As you do, you see certain bits of machinery inside that appear to look like a very rudimentary control panel. There is a section to the side of the cockpit that appears to have a small slot that it is like the PML. It looks to be similar to the PML, but not quite exactly the same shape, and it looks to be more of a switch to turn, as opposed to it appears to be like an indent. Small bits of text begin appearing on the walls that, to you, as a player, would almost look like they appear in the way code might, as small little red screens begin trying to form out of arcane energy along the inside of it. but they don't seem to be able to. Most of them have nothing, and you do see some text that some of it's in languages you don't understand and some of it's in common, that does read, Navigator, acknowledged. System beyond function. Repairs required. Idolic resonator functioning. Mechanical structure compromised. And then you catch out of just the corner of your eye one that as one of the screens lights up, you briefly see what looks to be an expansive desert in this one image that comes up, where you can see a mostly buried Excalibur, as you see what you immediately presume is the site where it was retrieved. You see an overhead view of it as it's beginning to move in the sand. Again, this is only for a couple of seconds the screen manages to take shape, and then you see text appearing over it, flashing through various languages, that eventually lands on assist.
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 Did this unit, was it alerted that Excalibur was being awakened and it went to assist it, but the family attacked it instead? Am I close enough for anyone to hear me, or?
Oh yeah, they can all hear you inside of it.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't know.
You're given where it is, you're about 10 feet off the ground in the cockpit with the way it's kneeling down.
Yeah. There was, I think, a short record. The Excalibur was still buried, so I think it was a memory. From what I can tell, I can't understand all of it, but it looks like the repairs it would require to function are beyond us at the moment. It does say that its idolic resonator is functioning.
What does that mean?
No, what does that mean?
Those words individually make sense to me.
Uh-huh.
Now that it's up, does it know where to go for repairs?
Would you be able to move? Asking.
It creaks for a moment as it looks like it tries to stand, and then it shifts back, not suddenly, but it shifts back with its hand and palm landing back on the ground.
Oh.
So that's a no.
Doesn't seem that way.
More text begins popping up around you, this time in bright red, as if flashing warning. Reading just independent action impossible.
Unfortunate. Is there anything you can do to help us?
If it said independent action impossible, could you pilot it?
Oh.
Yeah, because I was thinking you said the PML was a different shape, but the PML has been known to slightly reform itself when it came in close to like the gem and whatnot. So
Again,
maybe...
what I described is also a switch. It was like popped out.
Oh, gotcha.
Flux would probably assume that is probably like the other part of the mechanism that like validates the PMLs.
Gotcha.
So wireless
that's
router, effectively.
Gotcha. And we see like popped out, so like there's like a piece missing.
Oh no, just popped out as in like not an indent. It's a like a switch, like you could turn it.
Oh, okay. I will try and turn it then.
As you do, as you reach over to it, the lights on your PML unit do light up one by one. In the distance, you guys hear a crashing sound as a hillside that the Excalibur rushes through in the distance is knocked to the side as a ridge is simply decimated as it moves through it, reminding you of the oncoming threat. As you turn it, you do see the PML lights up slightly. The unit tries to move and then fails. The text... Temporary reconfiguration possible. Independent action impossible. comes back up again.
What about dependent action? Could you function if I took control?
Again, the text flashing red and all around you as if to display urgency. Independent action impossible.
Try piloting it.
Would you even know what to do?
Two symbols that almost resemble the slotted eyes on the top of this thing's head appear on the two sides of the entrance. And each eye then changes and turns into what appears to be a screen. Again, they're fuzzy. They appear to be what it's looking at outside. You guys outside, you see its head beginning to turn, and its head seems to look over all of you. It stops briefly on Vogan, and then one of those screens you see, Flex, it locks onto an image of him. The other one moves over towards Lexi, locks onto them, and the left image freezes on Lexi. And then both of them disappear, as again, red text flashes across the inside of the chamber, enough to dye the entire chamber red. Independent action impossible.
Okay. I'm gonna jump out of the cockpit. Lexi, Vogan, I think it looked at both of you. I think maybe I can't pilot it, but maybe one of you can.
Oh.
Okay.
Do
you want it, or
you want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
yeah.
The most important decisions decided by rock, paper, scissors. Great idea.
How do we do
Love you
this?
guys.
Fuck, get that robot.
I want to
Pick one.
I look back
Roll,
toward the hill.
Okay, so roll a. We're gonna do this like roll a d3, which means roll a d6. So 1 and 2 beat 3 and 4, which beats 5 and 6, and 5 and 6 beat 1 and 2.
Okay.
So we're doing a
Image.
d3. 1 beats 2, 2 beats 3, 3 beats 1.
The images of these dinguses be like 1, 2,
Yeah,
3, shoot.
Yo, totally. Like, it's a
In the
close up on the
background.
screen of them fucking doing this. Their hands are in the foreground, and the blurry background is this massive thing rushing forward in the distance.
If they
We have to be
tie
in character.
once, if they tie once, I'm picking up Vogan and throwing him at the thing.
That,
Fair.
D6 wise, that's a 3, Lexi. And that would be a 2.
3 beats 1, you said?
Yes,
So
3
1 and
beats
2?
1. Yep.
Guys, you would get another one.
All right, I guess I'm in. I'm going in.
Get in there.
All right. Get me in there.
All right.
Ah!
Vogan.
Yeah.
You climb up into it. As you do, you guys notice that the reddish energy that had been running through it, it appears to get stronger. It appears to light up somewhat more as you do. And Vogan, as you get into it, you feel your your mask almost feels like it's vibrating on your face.
Oh, that's weird.
As it's reacting. As you get up inside of it, your mantle sort of just flutters around you in the little anti-gravity zone that is inside. As you look down, those of you outside, you see the cockpit completely on its own closes. It snaps closed relatively quickly, leaving you, Vogan, in total darkness for just a second, at which point blue little motes of light appear that begin lighting up the inside of this. And you see on the central part of the front of it, on the cockpit, almost reconfiguring itself, you see a series of mechanics moving and changing shape until a panel presses itself out, splits apart in the middle, and you see what looks to be almost like the opening of a scabbard form itself.
Cool.
Oh,
You see text form itself above it, reading once again, temporary reformation possible. Restructuring auxiliary components to match input. You then see the
Okay.
Excalibur show up again on the screen beside you. You see the word assist, which then glitches itself out, and then you see the word help replace it.
Okay.
Boogie, what's happening?
Are you
Can I
okay
hear
in there?
anything?
No,
while I'm in
you
here?
absolutely can't hear them.
Okay.
Oh, I bet he's dead.
This
Because
is-
we're on the roof of this thing, I'm just gonna, since that thing closed, I'm gonna pick up Kitty and put him on the Pegasus.
Aw.
Because he can't fly.
So, okay. So you said there's like a sort of like scabbard that formed in front of me?
You got like a sword in the stone situation, except it's a mechanical panel.
Okay. Is there anything I can like press or take or something something I can interact with?
Well, there's
What do you do with a scabbard?
Is there some sort of like sword, or does it look like I need to insert something into the scabbard, or is there something already in the scabbard?
there's nothing in it.
I'm gonna summon Orbis. I'm gonna drive it into the scabbard.
All right.
And I destroy it. No.
As the front of it blows apart.
Guys, it didn't work.
It won't be causing any problems for us.
Hey guys, look at this gunman I stole. Hey, that's cool. You also wrecked it, and we don't know how to fix it. Fucking no. You take out Orbis. As you do, the entirety of the cockpit around you lights up with light that matches Orbis. This faint red glow seems to form around you as you feel Orbis. Only occasionally does your idolic armament feel like it has a personality or is expressive, but in this moment, you do feel like it is. You do feel like it is echoing the personality Orbis Maharaga might once have had. As you take it, you take the blade of lightning, which seems to condense itself instead of being this scattered blade of energy, seems to form itself into more of a fine point. You drive it in, and as you do, the blade vanishes. The entire thing turns into energy, it disappears, and the internal cockpit changes. You guys on the outside, you start to see bits of metal on this thing splitting. Rather than come into operation, you see it beginning to move and shake. The one hand that it has raises up off the ground, and you see metal contorting and splitting on it. Bursting out of the back of it, where its wings should be, these red, incorrect-looking flares of red energy surge back, and along the lines on its body where energy would normally flow through, you see that same red energy bursting out. You hear the sound of cracking glass, and the lights on it begin to move as it takes its head back. You see the bottom of what could be a jaw but wasn't, beginning to twist and pull, as you begin to hear a guttural sound coming from it, reverberating from it again, that sounds, and you recognize it more similarly this time. You recognize it as a sound that Orbis Maharaga had made when yelling and speaking in Primordial. As this happens, as lightning charges and blasts around you guys, as this thing pulls back, electrical energy surges to the stump that it has on its arm. You guys see metal contorting, twisting, breaking into these shards of crystal that then begin condensing themselves down where the arm was. And I'd like to, at this point, ask what Aviana and Fenris are doing as they arrive. As they arrive in the central group.
You're a
Alright!
Damn.
Everyone needs to leave.
Avi is
Everything is
gonna.
awful. My day is ruined. Sorry, I was dealing with a whole other situation. Avi's going to put Fenris down and just kind of like spread her wings full, just like making herself like as noticeable as possible. Everybody needs to go now! And just
Yup.
being big scary bird lady and trying to get everyone to evacuate.
You see,
I'm doing the helpful version of that. I'm just like, alright, let's go.
The helpful version.
The not.
Damn.
I'll do
I'm
the one that
teasing.
works.
as you land and you start yelling at them, the group, many of them, roll me intimidation. Just roll me intimidation, Aviana.
Oh goodness. With
I
my
believe in
dick
you.
charisma.
With my dick
With my
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
A great deal of the Nephilim look back towards you. As you do so, they all turn and they regard you. You hear murmuring. They don't all seem to talk. You see, some of them are flying up in the air trying to get a view of this thing, so the air is relatively cluttered and free as well. Overhead, Fault Knights begin flying past. Sorry, I just had to go through puberty again. Fault Knights fly past, surging out towards the edges of the town. You do notice they don't seem to be moving to fully engage this thing. They seem to be seeing what it is, convening into small legions and probably trying to discuss what they could possibly do. As you yell at them, they begin murmuring among themselves. Several of them immediately begin spreading out, taking out their wings, and flying off. Others, not in a panic, but begin speaking among each other. You can't tell where the voice is coming from among them, but you recognize it as Theodosia. You hear just a voice going up like, "She's right! We gotta get out of here! We have absolutely no idea what that thing's capable of, so if we value our lives, we've got to briefly abandon Pesodromos."
It's true! I also, yes! Everyone, we need to go!
Thank you, Venice!
I'm repeating this in, like, every language I know. You know, just, like, giving the evacuation speech.
As you do, and as you begin moving them out.
In Celestial, Common, Dwarvish, Infernal.
You see Theodosia, Aviana, you see Theodosia and Mercury both come up from the crowd, having been among them to try to give them some direction. As it begins thinning out, they begin moving as Prisma guards begin talking to them and shuffling them out to mostly success, but some degree of difficulty with some that are more in a panic. They fly over to you, Theodosia and Mercury do. Mercury stops. They hover. Are you in the air currently, Aviana, or are you, like, where are you? Okay. They go to you. They get it to about the same level as you are. Mercury looks panicked, eyes wide. They look like they're trying to maintain their composure. So this would be one of them. Briefly, we talked to Atlius. He said that this one is one of the 3 proto-DGRs we were gonna hope that they didn't get. This one is, Excalibur, he said. Which, we don't even know if even his magic would be able to do anything to it.
We know nothing about this thing. And everyone needs to evacuate if the other Nephilim value their lives. Unfortunately, they're going to have to leave Pesodromos. We're going to do what we can.
I don't understand why they're bringing it here.
We don't know. My only thought is they want to eliminate the only other threat in their way, meaning us and the other Nephilim on our side.
Mercury looks back in the distance of this thing that is now arriving. You see, with maybe about 4 or 5 minutes left in its approach, you see Excalibur stop. At this point, it's a ways out of the city, but it's close enough that even from where it is, it still feels like it looms over you. I would say I'd put it about 1 kilometer out from where you are, which would put it effectively just on the edge of Pesodromos. As it stops, the billowing storm of steam that was following it seems to part around it and begin pushing around the edges of Pesodromos, and then fading out, not surrounding the entirety of it, but pushing around the edges, and then shifting off into the forests, causing this wispy mist to effectively be enveloping the edges of the city. It takes its sword, and rather than immediately attack, it turns it upside down in front of it, puts both of its hands on the handle, and strikes it down directly into the ground at the edge of the city. As it does, cracks form that split off to the sides of it, and what looks like beams of light, as if energy is being pumped underground into those cracks and then coming back up through them, forms, giving the appearance of a wall of light shimmering with this mostly golden but somewhat rainbow hue just around it. It spreads its wings out, and there is something graceful about the Excalibur for just a moment. Right up until you see mechanical sections on its shoulders and its thighs begin shifting as what looks like all sorts of indents are exposed. You hear what sound like distant sonic booms.
Oh no.
As out in the next moment, a series of explosions ring off from those exposed sections, and though you wouldn't know what a missile pod is, in character, you see a series of projectiles, dozens of them, begin firing off as a cloud of smoke and steam envelops the Excalibur briefly, and then is pushed to the side by the propulsion of these projectiles flying out, these golden arcs of energy, shooting out. Roll me perception, please, both of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Both of you would know. As these things fly off into the air, and they soar for quite a while, their detonation is far from instantaneous. They do not seem to be targeting the things that you might think they would. They're not going for the center of Pezodromos. They do not seem to be targeting the Sun Keep, which may have been your next guess, given that it is the seat of the Solar Tribunal. Nor do they seem to be coming anywhere near you. As they go off to the side, two different arcs of them head off towards the edges of the city, and then back down. And you both
What
rolled...
are they trying to...
As
Sorry.
you want... no,
Go
it's
on.
okay. This is almost dramatic as you wonder that to yourself, Andros.
What are you trying to lure out of the city?
You see
That's...
this barrage. Given where you are... Aviana, can you roll me another perception? Fenris, you wouldn't be able to see it given where you are, but you're elevated, Avi, so could you roll me another perception check? There are two distant explosions as these missile pods, which were targeting two different areas, as this Macross spam of missiles begins colliding with something, and you hear the distant breaking of stone. But neither of you from your elevation or your angle can see exactly what they're firing at. Just that they fired at something on two different edges of the city.
Having sort of the really good directional memory, could I suss out approximately what it might be that they're shooting at?
Roll me a wisdom check.
You're asking me for all the things I'm bad at, buddy, but I got you.
That's the stuff.
I know.
That's the stuff.
Can I do the help action?
Oh!
You're alright.
Ooh, 18's
You don't need it.
I don't think there's any way to assist someone in split-second memory.
You also
I don't
can't
know.
see me or get to me or whatever.
You recognize that those would likely be the directions of, and given how they seem to be at two, like, perpendicular points across the edges of the city, it appears to be firing at the old world markers, the 8 huge columns that exist surrounding the city that you guys know prevent the city and Pezodromos and the island from being affected by planar despoliations. It appears to be firing at two of those.
Avi's going to turn to Theodosia and Mercury. It's firing at the old world markers. I don't know what that's going to do. I don't know this place as well as you do, but it's probably trying to get out. I don't know.
No.
What do we do?
Those wouldn't help it to get out. All those do is they prevent Pezodromos and the surrounding island from being affected by the cauldron's planar despoliation.
Shit. I think it's trying to weaken things here. Any ideas? You're smart.
Mercury and Theodosia, the two least combat-oriented Nephilim, both kind of turn back towards you, and you see genuine fear in their eyes. You see Mercury is the first to speak up.
It does mean that if that's what they're doing, there's no real need to evacuate the city. If it's only destroying those are on the outskirts. But if Pezodromos was exposed to planar despoliation, that would require a lot of attention to maintain things here.
Avi's gonna take just a deep breath, trying to calm herself down because she realizes she's being Avi about this. Okay, what do we do to stabilize it, if it's possible? If what you're saying, it would need a lot of attention, what would that take?
To stabilize it.
You're saying it would cause it would need a lot of attention.
As long as we have at least 4 of them, then, for the most part, despoliation will happen, but it'll happen so irregularly that it won't be a big issue. If we lose any more than that, then it's going to get exponentially worse, much, much, much more quickly. And they can be repaired, but on the timetable that you guys are looking at, it would take weeks to repair even one of them, and you see Mercury, like, looking down. As you can tell, they are not used to this kind of situation. They run a hospital, effectively, is their job.
Yup.
They're freezing up a bit. You see Theodosia, who also is in a bit of a mild terror attack, turn back towards you as well. Which might mean I don't think they're here for you.
No.
Because if that happens, we can maintain the markers as long as even bits of them remain, but it would take almost all of those of us that had any arcane ability. So they're trying to stop us from being able to help you, I think.
They're trying to... Yeah, I agree.
At this point, you see that the shadowed massive being that is Excalibur in the distance, which now is almost shadowed by this wall of light that is like erupting in front of it, causing it to be this silhouette behind it. You do see smoke clearing from it after it unleashed that barrage, as it appears to be waiting, as it looks to be inert. Conclusion you would readily come to, it's probably preparing for another one, another assault.
Okay. If they're trying to stop us from getting help, then let me help all of you. Let's get as many people as we can off of Pesidromos. If they want to destabilize it, lives come first. Do you think that's something that we can do?
You hear off behind you the voice of DoolerJCD. Well said! As you see them fly down towards you, a couple of other Nephilim in attendance.
There's nothing that we'd be able to do to this thing.
No, I don't think so.
So you think we should evacuate everybody?
I think so. If they want to destabilize... If they want to destabilize... If they want to destabilize Pesidromos, then we let them and we save the lives that we can. I'm not going to let all of your people be hurt because of their doings. If I can help, let me help.
Okay. Will do. We'll try to evacuate people as much as we can on the eastern side of the city. Luckily, most people have already had the good sense to get out of here. There are some people who are injured and can't fly that are moving to the west. Your group doesn't have people that can fly as well. Could you try to help them out?
Yes.
Try to get as many of them out of here as you can.
I can, absolutely.
Judging by what it's doing, it's probably not going to attack the same areas twice. So if we use the locations of the 2 markers that they just destroyed as the paths we move through to escape, that's probably the best case.
Okay. Fenris can't fly. Are there any of your people that can get her back to the main group? Get her back to the highest standard.
Is there anything else you'd like us to do before we begin?
Come with me. And she'll wave them down to Fenris, so then Fenris can be part of this conversation, just in case Fen has any ideas. Fenris, we're going to try to evacuate as many people as possible. DoolerJCD is going to help you get back to the main group. I'm going to help them get people out of here that can't fly. Do you have any other ideas? They're trying to destabilize the towers.
Gosh, there's not a lot I can do. I mean, I could try to bolster things. There's some ritual spells I could try to cast, but the time needed for that sort of magic we don't have. I could try to discern some of the weaknesses, but I would need Quintus's help with that, and I don't know if he's willing to sacrifice practice after he's been brought into this world so quickly. We'll figure it out.
You might be more help with the others. I can fly and I can fly fast.
Be safe, and Fenris will cast a death ward on Aviana.
I will do my best.
Let me just slap that on
Yeah,
you.
you want to slap that daddy on?
I'm gonna.
Big old,
Just like
big
little
old DW.
on my forehead.
I know that it's so not,
Fenris
but it
special.
would be just so. Huh. Okay, where are you, Aviana Kalish? There you are.
I'm right
Kalish,
here.
Thank you. Okay. Be safe. Made to Quinn guide you. And
Sure.
I'll go off and let them know that I'm ready to be transported to the rest of my group.
Okay.
Nope.
A
thumbs
couple
up
of the
to us, Avi.
Nephilim go down to you. A particularly large one flies down, picks you up.
Duh.
I'll get you there. Hold on.
Okay. Alright. I'm looking at Avi like, help. He's not you. He's the...
For the purposes of what's
Weird.
happening, Stocidi puts her hand out towards the Nephilim that just grabbed you. You see them cast a spell. You recognize the effects of haste on the Nephilim that just picked you up as they bend their knees and then they rocket off forward with you in tow. You'll be back with the others in like less than a minute. Aviana! Stocidi would spend the next couple minutes pointing you towards a group of people who have been injured enough by... they would go to the edges, around where the attacks had been. Where some of those missiles that fired went a bit stray, and it did strike certain Nephilim, less than a dozen. And you do see they're having trouble moving, having trouble flying. Those individuals are told by Stocidi to follow your lead, and that they will send more along the path that you guys move along. Is there anything that you would like to do?
Okay. About how many Nephilim are here?
Currently, 8 or 9, most of which look to be injured and not combat ready, but they are able to move. You see they're suffering from pretty bad burns as they appear to be near some of these barrages that looks like that they... some of these blasts that went astray just took out entire houses. A couple blocks are reduced to rubble and ash. You see scoring on the ground that looks both like burns and like what you expect from radiant damage, from divine energy. As you wait and as you take stock, though, every couple of minutes you see another who gets up to you guys and joins the group. So about 8, probably about 10 by the time you really gather them together and get them under your direction.
Okay. God, I wish I still had my boat.
Well, the sea's a while off. It would probably take you the better part of a day to get out to the ocean.
Yeah, it's true. Okay.
We're just getting out of the city at the moment.
Yeah, we're just getting them out of the city. On the map, whichever one we're looking at, it's the one with the labels. Can you do me a favor, Logan and Nan, and point on the map? I have the map. Can you do up a little pointer, just like a little arrow to point like approximately where I am?
Which map are you looking at? Are you looking at
I'm looking at the player view one.
Okay, so if I make an arrow, you see that arrow?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see it.
Just for the sake of it, I'm going to just share the map with everybody, just in case anybody wants to be on the same page. So you're basically where that thing is, like Pezodromos. If I move this, you can like see on the map that whole area is Pezodromos, and Excalibur is like there, like on the edge of the city, firing inward. The whole thing is like, the whole area that the quote-unquote city occupies is like a 10 square kilometer, or technically 100 square kilometer area. However, you know, the map, it's a map, so like the city doesn't actually occupy that. The structures aren't that huge. That's for our convenience.
Mm-hmm.
You would be heading, they asked you to head along to the east side, I believe, yes? It was the east and west side, so that means you'd probably be around like the front of the city.
Tree line, yeah.
Yeah, they would be directing you to head back over into the forests.
Okay.
Which also means heading up and past the Sun Keep, because that's east. So up along the cliffs, past where the others highest standard members are, and then beyond the Sun Keep off into the forests, onto the tree line.
Okay. If there is
anyone that looks like exceptionally hurt, Avi would, like, they're all pretty banged up. If there's anyone that is exceptionally hurt, she would offer to carry them, being that I'm a beef bird now. Aviana, swole lash.
Sure.
Anyway, she would offer to carry them, and I didn't have that marked as heckin' equipped, apparently, because apparently I have a fucking potion of superior healing, so that's good to have. No, there's nothing I can attune from. If there's, because I have the sturdy dragon vessel, but I can't do anything with it. But I could give it to a Nephilim, be like, hey yo, magic item, attune to this. It makes a health potion thing. But, you know, eloquent and not the.
It would take them a while to attune to it either way.
Yeah, we're moving, so
Yeah.
I don't know. But for the most part, she would just be trying to essentially shepherd everyone as quickly and safely as possible.
Okay.
I have 2 more uses of my ointment, so if anyone like really is fucked up, I'm willing to burn those last 2 on the Nephilim around me.
They're capable of moving. Cool. So, as you guys head back, and as you direct them back up towards the second level of the city and past the Sun Keep and whatnot, just to cut back very slightly, those of you that are on top of the Sun Keep, that are watching the DGR unit contorting and undergoing some kind of change, you see arcs of light go over your head as one of those barrages strikes. What you can see pretty plainly from where you are, as one of the barrages strikes the marker that is off behind the Sun Keep by quite a ways. Not around this time, so we're jumping like a few minutes back at this point. As it strikes it, you also see the missile barrage striking one on the other side of the city. The same wall of light. You can see the unit in the distance very clearly from where you are. And you would probably... Flux, you would probably have the best memory for these things, the best idea of exactly what the markers do, since they're effectively the same thing as the Old World Towers, except smaller and for Pesadromos. You guys would, for the sake of convenience, come to the same conclusion about what they are after here. As you guys look back, I'd like the group, sans Vogan, to roll me a perception check as well. And Fenris, you're not there yet.
But I'm so good at seeing things out of this robot.
My eyes are so good!
Oh. Thank God for reliable time.
And my eyes are really good!
Hey! Oh, Miriam. What's going on?
So,
Guys, I think I figured out how to get in the robot.
Lexi? Seeing as that you got the top, as you guys see the golden arcs of energy flying overhead, striking into and demolishing one of the old world markers, you see arcane energy blasting out as the runes that coat this thing seem to release whatever energy they had represented. The tower-like obelisk crumbles in the distance as part of the countryside is also blasted apart. A stray missile fires off and blows apart part of the church beside the Sun Keep, the one where you guys came in with the teleportation circle. And as you guys reel back from the force of the explosion, rocking back and sending a shockwave back that is effectively like a hurricane-level gust of wind, Lexi, that's actually very appropriate, this, Lexi. Lexi, you feel Harok react to something. You hear this shifting, almost cracking stone-like growl in your head that causes you to turn, and as you do, there is an eruption of red energy behind you, and another blast. Those of you that are not Lexi, you just feel a shockwave from behind as you're sort of staggered forward. As Lexi, you see energy envelop the DGR-19, and it seems to rocket upwards and vanish into the skyline.
Logan?
Bye, Bogan.
Logan?
How like fast up into the sky does it go?
Given that there's a layer of steam and mist coating everything, even though it's thinner here, it disappears enough that you see this red flicker in the mist above you. That behind it, there's this like almost vortex like tunnel in the mist that it seemed to dig into it, but after a while you can't see far enough through it. And it is far enough away that it is completely obscured from your vision, sans the occasional red flash of light you see, almost like lightning moving in the clouds above you.
You forgot your arm!
I'm just trying.
Oh, that's not good.
I feel
Fucking
like
unconscious from pulling 300 Gs.
And you know,
Yeah, right.
And you know, this isn't why I put them in here, but I feel obligated to just.
Amazing.
It's also not why I put them in here.
We should probably get off of this thing now. Picks up a Lexi, puts onto a Pegasus as well.
We're very squished. I was gonna just fly after him because like, what do we do? He just went flying and.
I don't think we should go that high.
But Morgan.
Fenris appears in the arms of a
Fenris!
chunky Nephilim.
I move Lexi off.
Into this guy in the thing.
I move
I
Lexi
look
off.
so
I put Fenris on.
They put you down, they turn back, they give you like this two-fingered salute, and with all the,
Yes.
with haste, they turn and they fly off into the distance, back out to help the city.
I never considered how moving that fast feels when you're not moving that fast yourself. Covers mouth. Quintus, I have an idea. Do you mind flying towards the... You like danger. This will be fine. I'm gonna cast haste on Praxis.
Oh my god.
You wanna explain?
How many of us are on this fucking Pegasus right now?
He took you off.
If it hasn't been more than 10 minutes, I can still fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
10
can
minutes
also make
since
myself
what?
fly.
Oh,
Since we flew up here.
It's been about 30 minutes at this point.
Okay.
Because it was about 20
then-
minutes till the thing got there. It got there, it did a barrage,
no.
you guys reacted. About 30 minutes.
I don't want to put too many of us in danger, but I
No,
was
you
hoping-
should be on the horse. Let me down.
I was just going to propose, you know, we might as well get something out of this since clearly they're destroying.
what are you wanting to do?
markers. Do you think you could fly me up there? I need to take a closer look at this, and hopefully I'll be able to glean more. I'm gonna pull out that emerald that Miriam just bought me.
Oh.
The long and short is if you get me close enough, they will have to make a charisma save, and then we can learn things about this. Specifically, this is Surinus Eye, which is one of the spells you can get as an inscriptor that I asked Logan if I could have. That was part of one of the things that, like, I took a feat and stuff. So basically, with this spell, you gaze through the spell's material component within 60 feet to attempt to glean information about them. Choose from one of the following options. I'll be casting this at a higher level, so we can choose more than one. I'll
Alright.
get there when we get there.
If we get
So
it.
we can find out condition immunities, armor class, current armor class, current hit points, damage vulnerabilities, damage immunities and resistances, movement types and speeds, proficiency bonus, saving throw proficiencies, not modifiers, skill proficiencies, not modifiers, and special senses.
So she's pointing you and saying she wants you to fly them to Excalibur.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, and I'm casting haste on the horse so that we can get there faster and also get out of there
How close
faster.
do we need to be for this?
60 feet.
Yeah.
You want the two of us on this? You want?
No, it's a bad idea.
I know it's not safe.
That's
Gonna
It isn't.
kill you.
Yeah.
Please
It's
don't do that.
Like altitude alone. Like. Whew.
Oh no, we're not going there. We're going over there.
Oh,
we're not
okay.
going up.
Oh my god.
We're going to the worst option.
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh
we're
my
going to
God.
Fuck it, let's go. I'm
Okay,
down.
but
Let's go. Get on
here's the
Praxis.
question: how fast does Praxis move usually?
90 feet, and they can only dash unless they're hitting something, so 180.
Yeah, and they're hasted. So I'm hoping that we can get there. And like as Praxis is moving, I'm hopefully going to get a chance to hold an action if we take turn initiative. And then my plan is to hold my action to look so that we can piece the fuck out the next chance we get.
Yo, let's see what fuck happens.
You're heading towards Excalibur?
Yo. Let's go.
Can we try to
I was listening, but I did just have to respond to a text from Jennifer.
Oh, good.
Real quick, so just to be clear, so who's on Praxis total?
Me and Fimris.
And it's just you two heading towards. It's just you two heading towards.
Yes.
Excalibur.
Yes, the horse has haste cast on it.
It is haste. It is a horse.
Fine, let's
use your
fucking
turn
go.
to move. Okay. All right.
Maybe we should try to sneak up on it. I doubt that can happen.
No. We're gonna be a flying radiant bullet going at this thing.
Don't steal about it.
Listen, it's a really terrible idea, but I had it and we're doing it.
No, we're doing it.
Let's go.
A question for you, Brett. The thing that you have that lets you ignore the whole negative effects when haste goes off, like the.
Yes.
Does that apply to just you?
No, that's just Fenris.
Yeah. But I'm concentrating on it, so hopefully I won't lose concentration.
It's a lot of
Hopefully being a very important load-bearing word.
Let's go.
It's not here to
There's
kill
so
us.
many
I
things
just
that
wanna...
There's so many things that can go bad, but at the same time, we could get some information. I like this idea. Let's go. Let's fucking do it.
Yes,
Much like the sound effect played earlier. It's not here to kill us, but it's not here to not kill us.
Exactly. And for every spell that I cast higher than 2nd level, I can choose an additional option from that list. So if anyone wants to thinky through about what they want to
No, it's just you guys in the Pegasus, so you gotta do it yourself. I won't help you.
Let's go, Praxis.
You can ask Quinn for advice.
God, alright.
You can choose to make that mistake.
Hey!
I want everyone to know I
shit.
really do like playing Fenris. Alright, let's go. To death we go, to certain death we go.
In
Can
a
I roll
round, you
insight
guys
to know
can
that
move farther than I can dimension door.
I want
Logan?
everyone to know.
Yeah.
If we die, it's Brett's fault.
Can I roll
Well done,
insight on
babe.
my own idea to know if it's a bad idea?
Fucking your ideas are your ideas.
We can do it. We got this. We can do it. I believe in us.
I don't like that you're for this. That makes me even more worried. I don't like taking risks, but I'm gonna do it.
What is the range on
60.
60 feet?
60 feet.
So you have to get within 60 feet of it.
Yeah.
Dude, don't be sad about it. Let's fucking go.
Unrelated, Dungeon Master, could you share the image of it again?
Oh, of course.
Carrie, I don't like that
in
you're
fact,
here
sorry,
like you made the
I
bed.
misspoke. Can you share the scaled image of it again?
Oh, yes, of course.
I know. Okay, never mind.
No,
I give
I'm
you
not trying to dissuade you. I'm trying to make you panic. It's different.
Get me off the horse. Get me off.
No, you're in for a copper, in for a electrum. I don't know. Let's fucking go.
Get it. Let's go.
You're as big as like its fucking toe.
Thank you, Dungeon
Like,
Master.
it had a
Maybe
toe.
it won't notice us.
Yep.
Maybe it won't notice us. It's fine.
I mean, that's fair. We're fucking ants to this thing. Like,
You're on a glowing horse.
let her do this. It's gonna be hilarious.
Remind me. So let's
already
talk
crying.
about the per turn speed.
It's
of
540
Praxis.
feet.
Per turn?
So it's 90 feet doubled with haste. It can dash as an action and then haste action dash, which would be 183 times.
Could I? No, it can only move in one of our turns. It can't move for both.
Yeah, it's an independent mount, so it can do it on its own, or you can tell it to, but you can't do
Well,
both.
no, it's because it's an independent mount. It follow. In this case, it's following his commands, but he can't tell it to do anything.
Yeah.
So like he can't initiate its actions on his turn. But yeah, so 540 feet. That means that there are, between you entering into an arbitrary range that we're just not going to talk about, and being close enough to use it, you would be, hold on, you might just be on the edge of this. I need to 3 times. Okay. And how many times per turn? 3 times.
Cody, if I get us killed, I'm so sorry.
I'm down. I'm
So
down
that-
for
I was gonna
this.
say,
Let's
he
fucking
opted into
go.
this.
And based on that range, the first
You
2
could-
times.
you guys could've
So
told.
6 with Dis,
Oh,
3
wait.
with Reg. Yeah?
I could just solve your problems so much. I'm such a good bard. You guys love me. You think I'm handsome.
You are handsome!
That's right. Say it
Tell
again
us-
for me,
tell-
just one more
tell-
time.
You are so handsome.
But-
Tell
but
us the
slower.
sexy thing. You are so handsome.
All right, awesome. I was vamping for time while I actually looked for a thing to do. I cast invisibility on all 3 of them.
Hey, let's go!
You're
I mean-
so hot. My God.
Don't let go of the horse. If you fall, you will still be invisible.
Oh no, I'm clinging on to. I presume Fenris is like got her like
That's
an
4th
arm around
level.
Quintus, squishing all of his intestines up into his chest because she's hugging
Who's
so hard.
invisible? All of them on the horse?
Praxis, Fenris, and Quintus.
Okay. That actually does a whole lot of good. I'm gonna be real.
Oh,
I need to
good.
focus
Right, yeah.
on. I need to focus on not dropping the emerald.
I think we need to focus on a lot of things.
So,
Yeah.
you guys get on the horse. Miriam walks up. He turns you invisible. The Pegasus's wings spread. It points one of its hooves invisibly, but you can totally tell it is, towards the mech. Its eyes squint, which you can't see, but you can totally tell. And as it does, it takes off and heads toward it. As you guys prepare to do this, I'd say let's just go ahead and take a break there. Just right there. Just before we move forward. Take a little break.
Why?
Sweetity sweet.
Little
Since
tiny
it's break, I have a question.
Okay.
I opened up my old character sheet and I was looking at my new one, and I don't think we bumped the stat we increased like a week ago.
Did we not?
I was 15 at level 13 for intelligence, and we bumped intelligence, so it should be 16, I think. I didn't want to up it without running it by you first, though.
Oh yeah, sure. There you go. Did it.
Okay.
16. And now, real quick, while we're on this break, before we jump back in, I am going to quickly go take care of something.
I'm gonna quickly
Okay.
choke my landlord.
Yeah, we're doing.
Hey Spencer, you've rolled these a lot. How many dice do I roll for a new character again?
For
Have
your
you
stats?
seen our website? We have a website now, by the way. Do you know how many fucking
Amazing.
characters you have on your thing? You've done
This
this a
isn't
lot.
my fault.
It doesn't even show all the ones you've played. We had to cut out the tomb category because there's too many.
Yeah, it's true.
My head hurts.
You should be the most intimately familiar with the number of D6s
It
required.
changes.
I think we're. I
You're fine, bud.
Yeah, don't panic. You're having
I'm
fun.
having
Let's
so
go.
much fun making your heart
Yeah.
rate go up.
Don't worry, Brett. If anything, no, here's the
do.
big thing. If anything were to happen, I'm gonna be the first one to die because I can make all of its attacks hit me with my mounting combatant feat.
Please don't.
It's true.
die.
I think if its
Yeah.
attacks hit you, it might like knock you prone or off of it, given
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
size
might-
of the weapon.
That's what I mean. It doesn't mean that we're gonna live much
fall to my
longer,
death.
but it will hit me first. Is what I'm saying.
What if
It'll
they
hit me
think
before you or Praxis.
Bonk 200 damage.
It can't see us.
I just get
So
bonked.
maybe.
Where did he go?
Maybe it won't see us. Maybe it won't even know we were there.
And
just gonna
first at last, the way the dice change in Vestige, almost every single character started with 4d4. Drop nothing.
I wasn't actually
Yeah, I
asking.
wasn't one of
I
those.
was just trying to make
Oh,
bread.
yeah. You were doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
You guys are so mean.
I mean, I could elevate your heart rate in a different way.
It's true, you
I
can.
prefer that.
Pog, I'm pogging.
prefer
Let's
it,
go.
do you?
Let's fucking go.
You're like, wait, really?
I've been unleashed! I'll be right back.
I mean, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
There is. I actually do have a question, Aaron. If you have the answer, because you do Fantasy Ground Unity a lot. I haven't done this since we moved over to Unity. How do I load a book?
A book?
Yeah.
Generally, if you try to open it, it'll say, "Do you want to open that module?" And then you just hit yes on the player's side.
Well,
Otherwise, you go
not.
Library tab, you hit Modules, and then you hit Activation, and then you find the one you need to open up, and you hit Load.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just knitting the sleeves of this other shirt I was making, and so likely I'm just gonna have very long sleeves because I'm stressing out. It's fine.
We're gonna be fine.
I'm
Maybe.
fine. I'm totally fine.
We might.
I mean, it's one of my amazing ideas.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that really should
It says
Okay.
everything we need to know.
cover. Yeah, I am stress knitting. You darn tootin' right, I am. Our plan is to invisibly fly close to Excalibur so that I can take a look at it, and it'd be really neat if I could learn its armor class or some of its vulnerabilities, because that would be helpful to the party. And then we will leave. And then I will get home and I will survive and I will live until the end of the campaign. Anyone else got any? Oh, I have to get back to my girlfriend. There we go, another death flag.
Oh my god.
Death flag!
Yeah, I'll be
death
fine.
Flag!
I'm good. Just being a little helpful little bird out here.
Oh, I never got to say goodbye to Avi.
Yeah, none of you even asked who
Hey,
she was.
I
You don't
cast
care. It's
Death
fine. She
Ward
We
on
just saw
you.
a giant robot fly into the sky.
No, it's okay.
I,
He knows that you don't care.
I bubble
And she's
bubble
fine with
wrapped
that.
you. I bubble wrapped you. I put a death ward on you so you can die at once.
You didn't put a death ward on us.
I'm working on. There are a lot of things going on, Cody. I don't need your sass.
I think I might be allowed to sass a little bit. Like a little, you know.
I guess.
Tiny
I suppose I'll let you sass me just a little
Tiny,
bit.
like a
longer.
tiny little bit of sass.
Okay.
No, we're fine, Brett. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. Brett, look
Oh,
at me.
better be good.
Look at me.
You
Look at me.
you
Shh, shh, shh,
promise,
look at me,
Cody?
look at me,
You
look at me.
promise you'll keep me safe?
I promise nothing will happen to us.
What are you doing?
Thank you, Cody. Thank you.
Doing
Looking her
God's work.
invisibly in the eye, I will never die.
Bread. We have so much we have to do when we get back.
I have
Nothing
so
will
much
ever happen to us.
I have everything
Our
to live
lives
for.
our lives have just barely begun.
This is the most I've had to lose in my entire life.
Every single D&D.
I'm back. We talking about
boyfriend I've had
lives
is like
and life,
this.
life expectancy and what to expect from life and all of our dreams and goals and the things we plan to do and the kids we have to meet.
I just made a promise to Lexi the other day that like I would never go away again. So like, you know, we won't be able to. We can't die here.
You don't deserve her, you fuck.
Oh my god.
He doesn't, but that's
So.
besides the point.
Who do we got? It's not here currently. I just had to. Sorry for stepping aside there. Our landlord.
Present.
For those at home that are wondering what's
Present.
happening, our landlord is in town and they want to do an inspection. They couldn't today, but they did walk around and. I just realized we never actually told them about the blinds that we left out back, so they're like, "What's that?"
They fell.
Yeah, I
Almost
explained it.
Killed us.
I explained it.
Much like the cabin.
I explained that too.
God.
They want us to just
Almost
just dispose of them,
killed
so we'll just have to do that.
Oh, sure.
But
Yeah, that's what we did with mine when mine also fell.
and he was also like, "What are the buckets
Jesus
outside for?" And I
Christ.
was like, "Those are my resin filtering system." And he thought they might have been from the leak repairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's funny.
should be good. But
Yeah.
I went out and talked to him, and I told him that I was just on break and everything, so we're good. A lot of landlord stuff around the Witty Wash compound. People at home, just because we had some big plumbing repairs in the house recently, and
It's pretty.
and then a landlord partial inspection immediately afterwards. And like, we're all good, but you know, they'd be landlords.
Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah.
They see anything and they're like, fucking, why is there a mud scrape on the path outside? And we're like, well, you see, we walked on it.
Well, you see, mud's outside. Like, that's where the mud lives.
Sometimes when we step onto the mud hitches a ride on our shoe, and then the shoe goes on the stone, and then there's a bit of mud on the stone, and we have a solution. It's called water.
Why are you upset about that and not the cabinet that almost killed us? Like, why are we focusing on this mud situation?
Also, I know that we're really passive aggressive a lot about the us not being able to use the garage. I just got to see inside of it.
Yeah.
There's so much room in there.
What the fuck? That makes it even worse.
I know.
Oh, wish we could have got them to get the mirrors and stuff in. Oh.
Well,
When they come for the inspection next month, we can.
yeah.
We can
We're
do
gonna.
that.
He wants us to help move the cabin out there when they do that inspection too, so we can just be like, can we move those in too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, and you know, chat. Now, you guys don't need to be led into our lives here, but whatever. I think that even if they don't want us using the garage, I still think we should have a key in case we ever need to put anything in or take anything out.
Yeah.
That said, I've never actually tested to see if any of our keys work on the garage. I bet they don't.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't.
Oh. Alright. Who are we missing?
I'm here.
We're missing Spencer. We're missing Sir has gone to space.
Logan,
I mean, I don't think he's necessary.
you're such a lovely, lovely person.
I am?
He's not gonna spare your life if you
I
can't.
No. Let her cook. What makes me lovely?
All the things.
Oh, name a few of them.
She can't even pick one.
Well, don't do that. Don't make my situation worse. Well, you're a fantastic author, which is really neat. I've never been friends with an author before.
I don't know. I have a lot of typos.
Oh.
You're an incredible VA. You're very smart.
Well, if incredible VA, why on so many short lists, and why not on so many new roles?
Some of us don't even get to be on the short list, okay?
Yeah, I offer alternative, but still on short list. Braden can't even get in.
Damn.
Man,
We're not talking about Brayden. We're talking about how cool Logan is.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. All your compliments are just reminding me of how I'm not absolutely perfect, and that's kind of.
I like when
That's
your
kinda
hair
nerfing
does
me.
that thing it does where it sits upwards, and it spiky
You like
spikes.
it when I
and I
spike
like
my
when
hair?
Real
I
talk
think
though,
it
Logan.
looks- it
like
looks good.
we all got into like a Fems and Thems call, and we were all like, "Fuck Logan and his beautiful hair."
Yeah, it's
Like,
true.
we were all
Fuck
really
these
mad about it.
men
Well,
with
tell me
their
more about that.
beautiful hair.
It's
We all have to try so hard, and these men are like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know, I put like 2 in 1 in my hair, and it's just
Okay.
fucking perfect.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
my beef-
Hold the
My
phone.
beef is with you and
So
Spencer.
the Fems and Thems have made some
Yep.
weird assumption that I don't take really good care of my hair.
I'm back.
You think I don't take care of my hair? I don't use 2 in 1
really-
fucking shampoo conditioner.
I don't
I
know
mean,
what
I'm
you
sure you
use.
take care of
You
it,
don't
but
believe
it's not
me?
like you're fucking.
Carrie.
You're not.
No, he does. He uses Aussie.
No, I said I don't know what you use.
Oh, okay.
He does.
I care greatly for my hair.
It's true.
I do.
Yeah.
And I also like it when it spikes.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah, we were just ranting
Yeah.
about yours and Spencer's hair because fuck both of
Well,
y'all, and you're just
my
fucking
issue
fucking
with
hair.
my issue with Spencer is those goddamn camel eyelashes that boy is walking around with.
Oh, fuck him!
If he blinks too hard, he's close to causing like
Brett.
a hurricane or something. It's not fair.
Oh,
You gotta
Standpoint.
bring it
He's
back down to
standpoint, Brett.
Logan, though. You gotta get back to.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
My goodness. Brett, stay on point. Kids, that's go. Stay on point.
Yeah, you gotta compliment
He's
Logan.
standing right behind me, isn't he?
Oh,
Well, that
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
happened.
He's a really, really good DM. Like, he's,
yeah.
yeah.
He's very nice. He's very talented.
Guys, you need to see this.
Oh god. Stop it. Stop saying your weird cliches.
It's him. He's returned.
Somehow.
Prophecy.
And guess what? He's him.
Him. No
Yeah.
cap?
No
All right.
cap.
Well, you managed to say one. You managed to say one nice thing. You said something about my hair, and that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
That was the most aggressive, mean thing about all
Cool.
the things that she said too.
Now
He
he'll
was like,
spare one.
"Fuck,
Now he'll
fuck."
spare one of us. I'd like to throw in the hat of Praxis. Spare Praxis. kill the rest of us.
You know,
Praxis didn't
Because
access for this.
Exactly.
Praxis explodes, I can bring them back in 10
No.
Bring them back.
No. I think that
Amazing.
Praxis should live.
a side note. Hey, Flux, do you have any diamonds, bud? I gave you some, right?
Feel like you're already gone.
Yeah, we already flew off.
It's true.
Okay.
That's rough blood.
I just want to know how fucked we are.
Alrighty. I say let's jump back into it. Hopefully I shouldn't be getting
Yeah.
any more landlord calls. This is really where we have a leave your phone at the door policy would be super cool. But unfortunately, we're not all in the same room, and I don't have that kind of self-control in regards to this. I'm also the only one in our house the landlord seems to want to talk to. So,
True.
Oh, they should like my email.
you don't think so?
I don't think she'll like my email either.
You don't think so?
No.
What?
I don't know if she likes my emails. I don't care, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun fact, people at home, our landlord, even if other people in the house contact our landlord to tell them there's a problem, they call me. For some reason. I'm
You're
the
the
guy.
favorite.
One. You the
You're
business
just such
one.
a nice boy.
You're such a good boy.
I don't know
Who's
if
your
that's
couple?
true. I'm gonna let's go
License,
back
I
into
think it is.
game. We got a Pegasus to see through.
And that's the only thing we need to see through.
What else is there?
Yeah.
An
don't know.
emerald. I have to look through an emerald.
That's part of the Pegasus thing. Okay, my
I thought
guy.
we were just talking about see-through things.
I'm just gonna hit a button.
If you can, if we're invisible, can you look through the emerald?
Yes, I can. Shut up.
Oh.
Technically, once Fenris casts that spell, Fenris will become visible anyways.
It's true.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh
Just
shit.
floating Fenris.
fuck.
Oh, right
shit.
next to it.
So, as you guys careen across the city towards it, we'll resolve this thing first. Around the time you guys leave is around the same time that those on top of the Sun Keep, you would see Aviana with a group of Nephilim in tow down on the ground. So, about 100 or so feet away. And several hundred feet off. You see them guiding a group of Nephilim off past the Sun Keep. But if you want to do anything with that, we'll do that later. The Invisible Pegasus, ridden by Quintus Valorbuilt and Fenris Selberon, flies through the air over Pesidromos. From this aerial view, you see the destruction that has come about. You see the same ports that are on the Excalibur closing and then open again. As you hear another series of blasts and explosions as another volley fires off from it. I'm going to roll a die for these ones, a d12 for each.
Okay.
As they fire, they target the two old world markers that are at, if these were north and south, which they're not, actually I can just be specific. Before they targeted the east and west ones. This time they seem to fire at the northern and southern markers. These blasts soared to the edges of the city. One of the markers, the one on the northern side, is destroyed. The other just barely survives. Part of it is destroyed, but the magic that it contains that allows it to help with the despoliation seems to be maintained as not all the missiles hit it. As they fly, I would like a dexterity saving throw from Praxis, as you guys come within range of a couple of the missiles fly in such a way that you are accidentally within their path. I would like him to roll a dexterity save.
Okay.
And do you want to reference your riding skill?
advantage.
See if you want to do anything?
That's what I was trying to do in between.
They don't have advantage. It's not firing at them. They happen to be in its path. Being invisible doesn't help your reflexes.
That's
Well,
what I
they're
was
hasted.
trying to do in between things. Whenever we were on break, I was asking
you're hasted,
Aaron
yes.
how to open a thing, But I can't find the writing skill thing on things. I'm trying to find it.
Go to your skills tab.
It wouldn't open.
Your skills tab?
Oh no.
No, the thing for I want to know what writing does.
Click the shield beside writing.
Yeah, it doesn't open. It says click to enter text.
That's odd.
Yeah. And whenever I went over the Red Lion Knight stuff, because I'm like, maybe it's in the Red Lion Knight stuff, it's like click on Lyra's thing. And
go to the skills tab.
The abilities tab?
No, to the skills actual tab, like on the side of the screen. Not on your character sheet, to be clear. Go to the skills the same way that you would open like the spells thing on the side or whatnot. Like on the side under character, one of them is skills.
Whenever I have that open, there's nothing in there.
You don't see writing?
No. And it has like group all. There now it shows up.
Well, I mean, I just shared it. But there it is.
Yay! Yay!
So you can add your proficiency bonus to their stuff as long as yours would be higher. That does not mean it gains your saving throw proficiencies. So if it has proficiency in dex saves, then it would add yours instead of it. Well, yours is what, +4, +5? +4, I believe, where you are.
Yeah, I think we're both.
It does have dex saves, so its dexterity saving throw would be +6. So if you want to go ahead and roll, you know what? Just for praxis, I'm going to put an effect on him. Nope, didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Stop doing that. Okay. I'm going to put an effect on him that is attack 2 to save. What is he proficient in? Okay, map, you gotta stop popping up.
It says Dex, Wisdom, and Charisma on his saving throws.
So then he would get a 2 to Dexterity, Wisdom, Charisma. That would also be to his attacks, and he doesn't have any skill. He has Perception, so, and then Skill 2 Perception. Cool. So, please roll me a dex save for him.
Okay.
You have his sheet, right?
Yes.
Then it's the one that corresponds to the combat tracker.
Just you know how when you roll over something, it like lights up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that. It's the dex one isn't lighting up. The perception one lights up, but the dex.
You see up near the numbers, there's a C and an S.
Yeah, I found it. Yeah,
Click
yeah. Bam. Yeah.
That's should have advantage.
You have advantage, yes, because
blah.
that also means that is not are you using the sheet that I just linked you?
I was using the sheet that I had. Hold on.
Yeah, please use the one that I just linked you because it's 2 different instances of Praxis.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, that would be a 17 would be the highest then.
Yeah. Okay, so as it fires, the missiles fire out towards you. You do manage, as these are not aiming for you, they just happen to be going your way. You shift to the side, and though one comes very close, you feel the radiant heat from this burst of golden energy as it flies by you, leaving this trail in the air of this distortion behind it. Just by you as you duck to the side. Praxis does a bit of a roll as you are now about 600-ish feet away. As you get close to Excalibur, as you come within closer range of it, its scale becomes more and more evident as you feel like you are looking at a walking stronghold more so than a creature. As you get close, individual details on it feel massive. The individual slots, for example, on the collar of its armor are large enough that you could enter them. Maybe not with practice, but you could. As you come within sight of it, you manage to get to about, I'll throw an arbitrary number out here, about 240 feet from it. And then at the point where you cross that threshold, you see its body shift, and its head turns a bit towards you. Not much, just a slight move.
U-turn, go back,
And as you do, a secondary set of what look like lines of missile pods open up on its body. Smaller actual missiles, not bursts of radiant light, actual missile fire begins shooting out from it as it seems to now be aware of where you are and it is attacking you. I am going to make 3 attacks against Praxis.
You mean you're gonna make 3 attacks against me?
Are you going to use your reaction to redirect it towards you?
I would like to redirect it towards me, yes.
I believe you can only do it with one of them, can't you?
We look. Because if practice goes down, we can't get away from this thing. Nope, it is not a reaction. I can force attacks targeted at my mount to target me instead.
I just love the image of, I know it's not what's about to happen, but there's missiles coming, you're like, no! And you jump off the horse and it just explodes and you're just gone.
I'm imagining I will grab onto like the side of Praxis. I will stand out like feet against like horse and like shield in front of me like like doing something like that.
Well, actually wait. So, here's the thing. Yes, these will target you, because it has a thing, massive stature. These will also, the other 2 will have to make saves, but what I'm going to do is make all 3 attacks against you.
It's got splash damage.
It does have splash damage when it's attacking a creature that is of a certain size or smaller.
That's fine.
Makes sense.
I'm hoping that I can at least maybe lower this or something. Let's
Thank
see.
you for humoring my stupid idea, Cody. Thank you.
All right.
I love you so.
We're gonna get this done, Brett.
No, I want to go home. I want a U-turn.
All right, where are you?
Think we can outrun it?
Praxis, maybe.
I don't think we can. This thing crossed the thing that would take us a day and 10 minutes.
Yeah, but in the same way that the big bad's ritual tends to be on hold till you get there, sometimes
That's
space
true.
is more of an idea. All right,
That's
so
true.
it's going to. I'm just saying, take certain things with a grain of salt. So I'm going to make these 3 attacks against you, and then once I resolve them, I am going to then do what I have to do to the other 2. First one on you, and it should not have a disadvantage because it can see you, so I will take the higher of those. Wow.
At least we know it has true sight.
You... Not necessarily. As you fire towards it, this first barrage of missiles, you manage to avoid by pulling Praxis up and dodging around them, but several seem to explode as they're about to miss you. They blast the air that's around you. The explosions themselves will cause some damage, but second attack against Quintus, and I'm just going to... Actually, Quintus, if I may ask, do you have something on you that's proccing disadvantage? It would be invisible, right?
Unless I'm invisible, yeah.
I'm just going to hit advantage to negate it. Just to be simple.
Okay.
So it fires. The second one definitely hits. So Quintus, you are about to take some damage.
Yep.
You take 23 points of damage from that one.
I'm apparently concentrating on something. What?
Maybe from last
AC2, you
time.
still have Shield of Faith on from before. I'll get rid of it.
The
blast hits you, you put your shield up, and there is a massive blast of energy from it as the explosion wraps around the shield. In the sky, those of you hanging back in the Sun Keep, you see these missiles converge and strike this one location, just popping different explosions on this big dust cloud as they then emerge from it. And then the final attack against him is the final barrage of these 3 surges toward you. Oh, that's the wrong attack. That's not the attack I meant to make. You don't want to get hit by that one.
I don't want to get hit by that one.
I don't want to get hit by...
And that one misses! However, as it did attack all 3 of you, the other 2 are going to have to make dex saves.
Okay, I'm going to use my channel divinity to make them with advantage.
Alrighty. And does that work
Let me
until the
find
end of your
which one
turn?
it is.
On all of them until the end of your turn? Because we changed
I
it
don't.
slightly, so just check real quick. Records domain, slight difference.
Yes, it's Chronal Instincts now.
Yes, Chronal Instincts.
It's for a minute, so I have while I'm in the state that I'm in.
Alright, go ahead and put yourself in that state. Also, I just realized I targeted Lexi. No, I didn't. I did target defenders. Why did I think I targeted Lexi?
It's just like a half a kilometer. It's as a missile smokes
A
Lexi.
missile, one missile goes wide. Lexi's like, "Oi, why didn't that one? Why is it? Where is it? Oh, just in the distance.
Oh, I see. It's a channel divinity now.
Big
okay,
wide
I see.
shot as Lexi turns to run as it soars faster.
Logan.
Yeah.
Because this had points before that can I actually not make my save with advantage? I'm going to hold on to my channel divinity.
Right, because if you use that part and you fail, then it doesn't work, right?
Yeah. No, it's more. I just don't want to expend my channel divinity.
Okay, then no, then you don't use it. You can go to the points at the top and just like control scroll wheel to give itself back.
Okay.
They're just above your powers, below your spell slots.
Should I do two
I have
rolls
three
you
of
said
them.
for
I have
for
3
practice?
channel divinities. Actually, yes, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use one channel. I'm sorry. I thought
Okay.
it was a.
Were you divine interventioning again?
No,
I was having a moment.
I was
I'm
asking
nervous.
if she thought it was divine intervention again.
I did.
But no, don't.
I was
Yeah,
like,
you
wow.
spend one. You have a total of 3. All right, you get into that state. You do a backflip on the horse, which is a whole thing. So go ahead and apply the effect to yourself.
Yes. Okay. Let me do that.
I'm just gonna pop that up here for a sec. I'm gonna remind myself how yours works now. Right, if you're hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to add. No, not that part. Not that part.
Oh, sorry.
So I'll just explain that because the first time we're using this since it changed.
Yes.
So now it's when you're forced to make a dex save and fail, which by the way, you don't have to use this until you fail.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So do you want to wait until you possibly fail?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
I do.
But just to go over how it works.
Yes.
When you are make a dexterity saving throw and fail, or you are hit by an attack, you can use your reaction, channel divinity, to enter the state for a minute. During that minute, you have advantage on dexterity saving throws, including against the triggering effect, which would mean you would roll just a second die at that point. Also, while in that state, if you are hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to add a bonus to your armor class equal to your proficiency bonus until the end of that turn. But if that attack still hits, the state ends.
Yes.
So it's like a shield, but if something breaks the shield, then you lose it. So let's see if this hits you then. So these are both targeting you. You're both gonna have to make dex saves. Here it comes. Actually, did we remove the effect from you? It's still on you. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah.
All right. Get ready.
I'm ready. Oh boy.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess I got to roll for praxis.
Come on, Fenny Fufu.
Sorry.
Fenny Fufu!
So you did fail.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking do that.
Now, before
the
you
thing
do
that
anything, I'm gonna let you know something.
Okay.
Praxis rolled a 21. And failed.
Holy cow. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
So do you
Can
want
I-
to use your thing to give yourself advantage? Okay. Both of you got hit by that one, which means you both would take the first instance of damage, which means you both... Oh, it's only... Yeah, so I'll just roll a new one, actually. So...
Hopefully I'll do full.
You both took... you both failed.
I took more!
You take 29... Praxis takes 29.
I don't want to roll this. I don't want to roll this. Oh god, I'm looking away.
And you take... whoop. You succeed! You only took 14. You resisted it. Praxis took
Cool.
29.
What do I resist of the damage?
Yeah,
Just
fire.
so I know.
This is all fire damage. These explosives don't appear
Yeah.
to be radiant in nature. When they hit, they appear to just be explosive missiles. And now I'm gonna make another one because there's the total of 3 of these, and they didn't need to hit for this to happen. So here comes 2 more.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, hold on. We have an old lady barking.
Praxis failed.
Did it not do anything whenever I blocked them at all? Like lower the damage or anything?
The thing is, you redirected the attacks to you, but the attacks still target everybody
I
around you.
know.
So all you really did was change where the center of that radius was.
Okay.
That's a fail for both of you. Here comes damage again. That's 21.
Hibby.
10 for Fenris.
Hibby.
And now the final one.
Yeah, wait. I gotta roll another. Concentration. Come on.
Right.
Nope.
That's concentration gone. Haste ends. Praxis is now slower. Well, we're gonna say you guys are at around 200. We'll say you're at 200 feet, to be fair, from the creature. It will not be able to act on its next turn, which is bad, but it's not going to cause it to have disadvantage on this next save or anything. So, last one. Here we go. Praxis succeeds this one.
That must be nice.
Now, it says the target can't move. Doesn't say their speed is reduced to 0.
No, they're only unable to take actions. Whatnot, there's nothing else. So they'll be in the air. The problem is, they're not going to be able to move on their next turn.
Yeah,
which
we
means
won't be able to get
there's
away.
going to be another round of this. So Praxis completely avoids this one. They're only hit if they fail. This is not a half damage. Praxis completely avoids this next instance of damage. Fenris, on the other hand, rolled a 3. So Fenris,
Yes.
you take half of 26. You take 13 more points of fire damage as more missiles begin to hit you. As you emerge from a cloud of smoke, soot, and dust into the air again, Praxis is taking a second to catch their breath. They seem disoriented and stunned. We're not technically in initiative. We could enter it at some point, but I'd rather handle it this way. Praxis is unable to move right now. Quintus and Fenris, you would have the equivalent of a turn. You are, let's say, 200 feet away from, and it'd be, let's say, probably you're a bit above. Let's say 200 feet away from and 200 feet up. Let's just say 200, just cleanly, away from this thing right now. You cannot have Praxis move. What would you like to each like to do with a full turn of movement? Or
Can
not
I move
movement.
Praxis?
No.
I can, like with me flying and shoving.
If you shove him,
That's a solid question.
yeah, I mean, you could move him instances of 5 feet.
Yeah, that's probably not good. No, man.
I can keep us alive. That's kind of.
I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Wow.
Holy shit,
Are you
y'all.
able to fly currently? Because you can fly, right?
Yeah, I have feet.
Okay, so
And my little feet.
So describe to me. So you're remaining on Praxis and dodging.
Moving my waist, you know, and like go do a little dance.
And Fenris,
Oh, buddy.
you are
I'm gonna cast heal on me, on me, Praxis, and Quintus.
Okay.
We have to survive this next turn. That's the
Heal
only.
on the 3 of you.
Yes. Because there's no roll involved, we all regain.
Heal.
Heal is a single target
Heal's a
creature.
single target spell.
Oh.
Yeah.
You think of mass heal, which is a higher spell.
Yeah, I was.
You can also do
okay.
mass cure wounds. That's I think more what you're thinking about.
Yeah, I don't. Did I take that today? No, I did not take that today, so I can't cast that.
I'm not gonna say that's a you thing. That's such a cleric thing.
They're just so
Prepared
many spells
casters
to
are
pick
so like,
from.
oh man, yesterday I totally could have dealt with this. Like,
Yeah, very, very that.
Such a prepared caster thing.
yeah.
I don't know. Do you want me to cast Sending to tell them goodbye at least, Quinn?
Oh shit!
I got that today.
I heard that.
I technically, if you heal slightly Praxis, I can technically use my lay on hands to heal them enough that maybe they'll survive this round. That's a big maybe, though.
For context, just so you know, these missile blasts seem to be in a 15-foot radius sphere centering on wherever they hit. I don't know if you find that information useful, but that seems to be the radius of what they hit in its entirety.
This
Oh,
is
easy,
gonna
you
sound like
disconnected.
a
Oh shit,
No,
no.
get back in, dude.
I can.
Quintus, do you
I-
want to be in splash distance of us? I mean,
I was
that's my only
actually about
question.
to find out now. I think I'm just gonna be aggressive.
Oh god.
what do you mean?
I'm gonna
What does
pull out
that
my
mean?
spear and I'm gonna fly forward off of it.
You
I'm
can't
gonna
let me
distract
get you
this thing.
killed!
Hey,
I'm gonna
my
distract this
it's
thing.
been 5 years.
Oh my god.
Quintus!
You're just gonna fly
I am
at
going.
it?
I am going to pull out my spear. I'm gonna pull out my shield. I'm gonna fly at this thing like I'm gonna fucking attack it.
Please don't 1v1 the Colossal Titan. Please don't. Please.
Oh.
If it'll let
don't.
Fenris,
Oh my
if it'll let
God.
Fenris live, I'm doing this.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh, man. Okay.
I'm gonna try to draw its fire to me.
So you are heading in a straight line towards it, and you're getting off Praxis, flying. Are you dashing?
I am not dashing because I feel like
Are
I
you
will
moving
die.
and dodging? Is that the idea?
Yes. I'm
Okay,
gonna move forward. I'm going to have my weapons ready. I'm going to my
Quintus.
big holy spear.
So I just want to talk about expectations for a second. You know, just because you have a drill.
I'm gonna be spinning at this boy. We're going in.
Okay. So you move 30 feet towards it. So you end your turn 170 feet away from it. As Fenris, you see him stand, jump off Praxis, and begin rushing towards it while flying. Well, serpentine.
doesn't see it.
serpentine. You don't see it. He's invisible.
He's just gone.
You just feel a as Quintus is gone, and I'm gonna presume you hear just a fading.
You hear before that happens. You hear. So as soon as he can move, run. I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna shield of faith myself as well with my bonus action.
Okay.
I can't believe this is the last time I ever see any of you fuckers.
This is going about as well as I thought it
Yeah.
would go. Fenris, what would you like to do with that turn?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Praxis. I'm gonna cast it at, how badly, approximately, is he hurt?
He took 50 points of damage.
Okay.
So you don't know. He's invisible.
That's true. You can
Kind
tell.
of
So you're
cute.
resistant to fire. So all I'm gonna say is, if you presume that he got hit by the same attacks that hit you, he took about twice as much as you, roughly. In a weird world, you can assume you're like, ow. He's like, ow, ow. Translate that into
So-
wounds and bleeding.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
do a
brain
6th
damage.
level. Okay.
No.
A
Practice,
6th
no.
level
And years of
Cure
therapy.
Wounds.
Practice no.
Praxis.
Praxis, really,
Oh.
this is a great first battle for Praxis. He feels
Poor guy.
Straight away, like, oh, this is what I'm here to do. Okay.
Glad to be
Good idea, and
drafted
it
into the
didn't go
war,
well.
Captain.
Oh.
So you're healing.
None of
him.
us wanted to fight this big
Yeah,
giant
6th
thing.
level.
All right.
So go ahead, throw it on him.
What? How many d8s is that?
It's 1d8 at
Sorry,
first
my-
level, right? So it would be 6d8 total.
Right.
If you're doing a 6th
Right,
level, you said?
okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, oh yes. Actually, Quintus, you're not invisible anymore. You cast Shield of Faith.
Yeah,
That's true.
just would as soon as they cast that reappear.
And Fenris,
So
as
they
you
would have
cast
seen me
this,
spiral in.
as you cast this, Fenris, you are no longer invisible either. Yeah. Praxis is still invisible.
Just Fenris sat as though on a horse, a couple 100 feet off the ground.
Yeah. So, That's what you guys are doing with your turns. You cast Cure Wounds. It regains 33 points of health. What's gonna happen?
I can cast another spell as long as it's not a certain level, right?
And it's a bonus action, yes.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Thank you for
welcome.
answering my question.
You're very welcome. You know, I gotta say though, as far as D&D goes, can I just imagine this for a second? This is a knight flying through the air, having ridden a Pegasus into combat against a 50-meter tall giant robot. This is why we TTRPG.
Yeah, visual
Stuff like this is
really
like.
Yeah.
This is why. This is why.
I just thought it would be cool.
This is why we get
know.
all
Imagine
cool.
this as a poster. Like,
I mean,
go.
if we got to know its weaknesses and stuff.
The poster is called Moments Before Disaster.
Let's go.
so what it's going to do, given that you're drawing fire, is it's going to make 2 attacks against Quintus, and it's going to make 1 attack against the now visible Fenris. As another series of these small missiles continue to fire out, the entirety of Excalibur does not move. It continues to remain in place, both of its hands on the giant sword that it has pierced into the ground. That same wall of light illuminating the area around it as missile volleys just continue to fire off of its body towards the 2 of you. Let's do the Quintus ones first.
I cannot remember what you said a couple of weeks ago about where the dodge thing is. I've been looking for it for like 5 minutes.
Oh no.
Should just be a
For the
thing.
dodge effect.
I'll just throw it on you. I think
Okay,
that
I
think we concluded.
I don't think it's in the effect thing.
There you go, dodge.
Okay,
You should make one for yourself. Make an effect with the target of self.
Right,
and
that's
just
what
make
you
a
said.
dodge.
Yeah.
It's not that we've had.
Okay.
Not that there was one defined. It was that you should make one. All right.
Yeah, my bad.
That's okay. I totally get it. Okay, so 2 of these at you. I'm just gonna roll them both. Why? Right, because you're dodging this thing we're talking about. The first one misses. The first one goes wide. I'm so pleased that my soundtracks are throwing so much Gurligon music in. Like it's
Yeah, it's
not
a
all
good
the time
time,
here. Second one also misses Quintus as they go by you.
Let's go!
The first one goes by
Let's
you. You
fucking
sort of
go.
it misses you just barely enough that as the missile passes by, you step down and briefly run along it, and then leap off it towards the other one. As it goes, you take the spiral halberd, you strike it, and the energy that swirls around the halberd causes it to contort and spin off to the side where it explodes. The other one going at Fenris.
I couldn't stop
If
all
you
of
guys
the
think about it, we're distracting it.
That hits. And I'm
I
going
mean, you know.
and I'm going to make the save for Praxis just right now.
Come on, King. Come on, you.
They fail.
Horse
Also,
King.
without Quintus riding
No!
them, they do not have his bonus, just as a
Yeah.
point of order. So you both are going to
no.
get hit by this.
Oh
I
boy,
should
come
also-
on, Praxis. You gotta hold. It's just so. Come on.
All right, and here you go. You both take 23, 11 for Fenris.
Okay. Okay.
He's
As long as
alive!
it doesn't exceed the hit points I gave him. Okay, I'm still in the green.
You
I'm
two,
not in the negative.
You 3 technically would have a full turn now to continue doing stuff if you wanted to. Now that it's fired those off. Praxis, Quintus, you're not on it, but let's say it still does what's in your best interest. What would you want Praxis, who's now able to move, to do?
Can I roll to see who goes first, me or Praxis?
If you wish. Do you
Okay.
want- what kind of roll do you want to do? Just like a dex save?
Just like a dex thing.
Okay. I'll roll a dex.
'Cause he will most likely-
I'll do a dex check for it. Bam.
He will most likely beat me. I just wanna.
I was gonna say no,
Yeah.
but then yes, 9. It wins. Praxis will go first.
All right. So if he's acting in my own self-interest, he's gonna come get me and then try to fly away.
Okay. So
I was gonna fly back to him because all I was doing was distracting it.
as you swoop forward, you're just like, ah! And then just from screen right, just a white blur strikes you and flies into the distance, and you are back on Praxis, who has decided you are not good on your own. Is that
I will
fair?
then use my thing. I will then use my thing to spur Praxis onward, and we were going to go down and back diagonally.
Going back? Like
we're leaving this thing.
You're fleeing?
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Cool.
That's what Fenris said to do earlier. That's what Fenris said. Unless she has a different thing.
No, I'm doing
down to
something
go. I'm
because
down to keep going.
I'd like to note if
I
it
don't know.
dashes, Praxis can move 180 feet. Your range
Can we
is.
get within range?
You are currently at You are at 170. It's at 200. So 180. It would have to go 140. It could, if it goes 140 feet, it will get within range of the spell, and then it will have
doing it.
40 feet remaining.
We're doing it. We're doing
Oh
it
my
now.
God.
As soon as it gets me, I spur it forward like, Fenris, get ready!
It dashes.
Fenris had something totally different planned. But the moment, like,
if we're that close to this thing, we're doing it. We're here. We're fucking going.
On the back of a back, it's like, oh, they start pulling on the chin. They're like, fuck, I was gonna get something else.
I was. I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna try to divine intervention banish it, but sure, we can do this.
Close to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
hilarious.
are we here to play? Are we here to play D&D or what?
So, just to be
let's do
clear
we're
about
doing.
what's happening,
Yes.
Quintus has decided to move forward, and I believe that he is going to commit to that given the type of communication we have. So, Fenris, you can do as you wish, but
That's not fair.
you
Carrie.
guys are now
Sorry.
60 feet away from it before it stops. Given that we're kind of using these weird conjoined turns, we'll say that it can do its 40 feet back afterwards. But, Fenris, what would you like to do with your turn? You are at 60 feet from it. Do not feel obligated to do the eye, but you can if you wish.
I'm torn. Can I discuss with my teammates?
Are
Mr.
they
Laidlaw?
there?
I'm not helping
You
you.
discuss with me.
Can you talk to
Yeah.
Quintus
Okay. Everyone else.
for a second?
I could either figure out what to do with it or make it go away, or try to at least. What do you think I should do? Should I do the first thing or the second thing? I need to know now.
Oh my god.
70 feet, 78 feet. We're about to enter the range, Quintus. I need to know.
We might fight 2 more of these. Figure out something about it.
Cool. I'm gonna pull out the emerald, grab it. I'm casting this at 7th level, so because I'm casting this at higher than 7th level, we should be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other things about it.
Okay.
Versus
it will have
5
to
things
fail a
Yes, I know.
charisma saving throw. I'd like you to target it on the combat tracker and make that saving throw.
I really hope theater isn't
Also, before
in
we
there
do
because
this, please choose the 5 things.
Okay. I would like to know damage vulnerabilities.
Okay, so real quick. So we got
Yeah.
vulnerabilities. I'm just going to write them in the chat and then type them so we don't forget them.
Absolutely.
Vulnerabilities.
Current armor class.
AC.
Current hit points.
Keep in mind that's its current, not its
Rounded
total.
up to 25.
Rounded
yes,
up
no,
to 25. That's 3.
Yes. I have a feeling I know what its special senses are.
But the current hit points thing only tells you the hit points if it's 25 or less.
No, they rounded to the nearest 25.
Oh, okay.
So it's like ambiguous.
Gotcha. Cool.
I'm gonna do saving throw proficiencies because I feel like that's important to spellcasters.
Keep in mind, that tells you which ones it has proficiency in. It does not tell you
Not
the
the
modifiers.
modifiers.
Just as long as you know that. Okay.
Yeah, I do. And then the last one's going to be damage, immunities, and resistances.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna check off my 7th level spell slot.
before you roll that,
Yes, sir.
it is the pilot that is going to
know.
determine these.
It's a pretty high. It's a DC. I just improved my
DC.
spell casting. I just for those
It's a
who are
doozy
wondering
of a DC.
that one point
It's a
we got, I
doozy.
tucked it into wisdom, so I'm sitting at a 19 wisdom. So
So
keep that in
I
mind
am
with my saving
going
throws.
Oh, wow. That's super lucky for you. Okay. It's the pilot that's going to make the save. So actually, don't target anybody, because if you target it, it's going to use its.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, DC, it's a 7. He's got to beat or get above a 17.
Okay, I'll roll that on my own.
Meet or beat.
Okay. This is a clutch moment. I don't want to let go of this die.
I'm scared.
That's fair.
You let go of the die.
I did. 13.
It's not for naught!
Okay.
I mean, if we die, it's for naught.
Shut up!
All right. To go down that information. So, its AC currently is 22.
Okay.
Its hit points, its current hit points, rounded to the nearest 25.
This is gonna be gross. Give it to me.
Are 625.
Lower than I thought. I'll take that. Okay, keep it coming.
Its vulnerabilities.
Yeah.
It has none.
Terrifying.
Nothing in D&D has vulnerability.
Yeah.
Stuff does, but you know, it's not
Figured
Pokemon
I'd
logic.
ask.
And they're all
It
plants.
could be like, oh, it's got a power. It's got a power thing.
It's got a bad leg.
Vulcan grip. Yeah.
It's saving throw proficiencies, but not the numbers. It is proficient in, and now this is, I'm giving you these for the DGR, not for the pilot, just to be very clear because of how saves work here.
That's
Sometimes
fine.
I may use the DGRs, so this may be relevant. It is proficient in dexterity, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Oh.
And its
Okay.
immunities. It is immune to necrotic, to poison, as well as to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning from non-magical attacks that aren't idolic. And you also get resistances with this, right?
I believe.
It is resistant to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning from attacks that aren't idolic. So just to be clear on what that
Okay.
means,
Just all attacks.
is
Okay.
that if you're not using an idolic or magical weapon, it is immune outright. And if you are not using an idolic weapon, even if it's magical, it is resistant. And I'm going to tell you one extra thing that's not technically, it's part of one of its skills, but it applies to this. It is also, as a blanket statement, resistant to damage from creatures that are large or smaller.
Ugh. Wow.
So us.
So
Everyone,
that
yeah.
may recontextualize that 625, given that.
Yeah. Cool. We need to
Oh
get
my
the fuck out
God.
of here. We need to go.
We need our own daggers, guys.
Yep.
We need to
Okay.
fight robots.
we will
with robots.
we will continue
Hell
the
yeah.
40 feet.
Cool.
I will just have Praxis stop and just dart back in the other direction, going back and down 40 feet.
Back and down. Okay, so we'll say for the purposes of what we're doing and how you angled this that you are both 40 feet. Let's see, you got to 60, then you went down. So you are 100 feet from it, 20 feet from the ground. At this point, you were kind of like doing that cool strafing along like the street level. Well, it's
At
off in
least
the
we won't
distance.
fall
Gotta
to
find
our
the
death.
tree
At
cover.
least we won't. We won't fall to our death.
And because I haven't done my action this round, I'm gonna pump all of my healing my healing
Lay on
into
hands,
the
you got it.
thing. Yeah. My lay on
Paladin
hands.
is shit.
I'm pumping all my
You're
lay
the
on hands
best.
into Praxis.
You're so good. You're amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for humor.
It worked. You guys
Firmly
did it.
grasps
Your plan
the
worked.
space underneath you.
As you begin
I cannot
moving
believe
away
that worked.
from it, you hear rumbling and the ground begins to tremble. As those of you that are back at the Sun Keep, you can like vaguely see the two of them on an invisible horse, skirting along the streets of Pesodromos. As you see it begin to lift its sword up from the ground, it dislodges it from the embedded state that it had been in, and it begins to raise it up. And at this point, I would like Praxis, I'd like Praxis, Quintus, and Fenris to roll me initiative.
Oh.
Can I guidance myself? Oh wait, no.
Oh, because I already
Okay.
did it.
This is
Oh. Why do I have advantage on initiative? Must be, I don't know, something.
Must be something. I don't know.
Must be
I'll
something
take it,
else
though.
long I know.
I don't care. Fucking, you just roll it at the table. And fucking, it's just like, hey, why'd you roll 2 dice? I don't know, man. It's just.
Yeah, just,
I think
You
it's
just
like
have
a.
shit.
yeah, right.
Yep.
You know, just place
Quinn.
them.
You are just part of your record domain stuff is you just have advantage on it.
That's what I was gonna ask you about before, and yeah. Okay, cool.
Good job,
It's
practice.
gonna be like, wait, I rolled it
Ready.
at advantage.
All right.
Fucking
Okay.
run!
As you are 60 feet or 100 feet from, oh man, what did you guys
Death.
get collectively? I'm just gonna
Good
just
enough.
note riding, boom, mounted, done. So we're, oh wait, no, your initiative should be 19, right? 21? 21. Why'd you roll it twice? May I
I
ask?
rolled 1 for Praxis and 1 for me.
Oh, I see. The 21 was for you?
That's for Praxis.
That's for
Yeah, I vote for Praxis. Let's let
Okay.
let's let the horse go first.
I'm just gonna put you both at 21.
Okay.
You and the horse are both at 21.
Yay!
That's so nice. God, don't be nice.
The DTR goes first.
Yay!
The one I'm in, right?
Oh, get him!
Smoke it up too.
I
Let's
mean,
get
are
over
you
there.
getting involved?
It
Are you gonna
shifts
save us?
forward. The wings spread out and they move down as if to give it a more aerodynamic glide forward. And it begins to shift and rush out along the city. The street underneath its feet gets torn up, even though it's not touching the ground. Just below where it's beginning to move begins to shift and break. It moves a total towards you of, let's see. It moves.
We're doing it. We're distracting it.
It catches up to you.
We're doing it. We're distracting it.
Sure, buddy.
As it catches up to you and looms over you, it is going to bring up its blade and it is going to attack. It's gonna attack Praxis.
Me, you mean?
And which is redirected towards you. It's true. However, you are on Praxis,
Jesus.
and all of its attacks echo out. So, Quintus, for the purposes of conversation, all 3 of these blade attacks. Hold on, actually, I gotta see if we can do that. It is going to make 2 slam attacks and 1 idomantic blade attack. All 3 of which will be targeted at you. Let's do the slams first.
Okay.
I shouldn't have been targeting everybody. I'm gonna. Just to be clear, the one against Quintus missed. Quintus, why did you have advantage?
Because I'm dodging still. I think probably.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm not. Because I pumped healing in.
So we used this drop to second 14. It's wow. What's your AC, Quintus?
I have a 25 right now.
Still misses.
Wow. Because of Shield of Faith and my other shield.
As it brings up one of its fists, it strikes forward and it just barely misses you as the massive metallic hand, large enough to crush all of you pretty easily, digs into the road, pulls up effectively half of a building, discards it. It then brings one of its wings around, and you just see the massive glowing wing coming in to strike you. Let's do another slam. Here we go.
Welcome to the jam.
Just waiting for it.
Oh
Thank you.
no.
I'm proud of you. Oh, shit.
It's okay.
no.
It's okay. It's okay. Kill me.
That's a crit. And
I understand.
So, text-wise, and I know I wrote it, so shoot me if you want. Those dex saves are saves are to determine if you are also hit by the same attack. So this slam attack will be a crit also if it hits the others.
Oh!
Oh no!
I'm just gonna announce.
Gonna roll this
I'm gonna
again.
be taking
I think we're
the
just gone.
advantage.
And for the I'm just gonna roll the damage now. It should have. I rolled it into nothing. That's why. Sorry. 1 sec. Slam, Quintus. You take 51 points of damage.
Ooh.
I'd like to resolve whether or not, and yeah,
My shield of
your
faith.
shield's gone. I'd like to resolve whether or not that hits the other two right now, just so that we can use the same damage roll.
Yeah.
So,
Oh God. Okay. Okay.
So,
Come on,
Prax,
Praxis.
I'm going to roll
Praxis
it.
has to save. Praxis has to save.
You're right. He has to.
He has a +6.
Boom. Oh, yeah. So I'll mark this up one. He rolled a 6.
That's a 12. Let's go.
No, sorry. His total is 8 if we include the 2 that he should have on it.
Let's go.
So that's a failure on both of you. So that 51. Praxis just
still up.
He only had
Wait.
he had 51 hit points.
It said he had 25 wounds, and he has 91 max.
I don't know what you were looking at. On the combat track, on the combat tracker, he had 51 hit. He had 51 remaining.
Well, because I had used my on his sheet whenever it was on there.
Did
I
you
used
apply the healing to him?
When Quinn tried to use lay on hands earlier, it said heal 0, so I don't think that went through.
So he should have
Here, I'll,
25.
Yeah, he was at 25, so he should be at
Where did
76.
Why did that give you no hit? What did you apply it to?
I thought I applied it to him. It said 0. You said?
Yeah, heal 0 practice. If you go up a little bit, it's just above. If you look at the advantage roll, Vendor's made, it's just above that. Easy way to find it.
You lay on hands 15, spend 0.
And then above it, heal 0.
Oh, I don't think it, yeah, you clicked to heal, but you didn't. Yeah,
It changed on his sheet? That's weird.
Does the sheet that you have still say 25?
It says 76 now.
Just didn't reflect there, I guess. But, so he should have,
weird.
you healed him for 15, yeah?
Yeah.
So he should have 15 remaining. So he has 15 remaining.
Yay!
Yeah, no, that attack would have exactly taken him out. I don't know.
God.
I don't know how much you want to celebrate just yet.
Yeah,
Fenris, you're
I got
also
2
going to
more
take that 51.
attacks. Okay.
Boom.
It's rough, bud.
I resist part of it.
Do
though.
you? This is a
Oh,
slam.
it's not fire.
This is bludgeoning.
Could I have, because I failed, can I take advantage on the channel do a channel divinity and re-roll? Or is this another situation?
This is the same.
Not an attack roll, and even if you boosted your
Okay.
Oh yes, you can. If
Okay.
you want to, you can. Because it's the dex save that matters. You got a 17. I will take that damage back. Roll. So apply the effect to yourself. Apply the channel divinity effect, not the damage one, just the one that has the advantage dex. And then just roll me another d20. Actually, I'm gonna give you a spoiler.
Yeah.
You have no modifier, right?
You learned this earlier. Praxis got a 21 and failed.
You actually can't succeed this.
Okay.
You're too slow,
Oh boy.
You are.
Okay.
says Sonic.
Good reaction time, but not enough speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here comes the big.
And now the blade is going to go after Quintus.
That is the big. Thank
Yeah.
Shield, don't slice in half, please.
I mean, the size of this thing is the idea of cutting is irrelevant to the scale here.
Yeah, we're being
You are
pounded
like
flat.
the size of the blade edge. To the point where if we weren't just playing D&D, I'd say we should make this bludgeoning damage, but we're not in a reality simulator, so I'm not going to.
Let's go, Quinn.
Bonk.
So a 29 hits.
No. Oh well.
That's rough, bud.
Quintus.
It's fine. We'll take this knowledge.
This
to
is
our grave.
actually okay because Quintus has Death Ward.
Oh yeah.
And so
God.
he's still
looks like it didn't proc, but we'll just take it off you and throw.
Does he have Death Ward?
You put it
Says
on him
on
before,
it,
before we went in the mountain,
Quintus.
and
Yeah,
we
you did.
teleported back.
You have 1 hit point.
Hey, I'm gonna lose it when I hit the ground.
Now.
Yeah, does that? Yeah.
Now we need to
everyone
do
else.
2 dex saves, and I'm I'm only gonna do them to Praxis because Fenris can't
fair.
succeed them.
Yeah.
So.
True.
I'm gonna be unconscious as well.
Praxis,
Yeah.
I need you to live, Praxis. I really need you to,
Praxis,
to
you
live.
need to dodge this.
Praxis,
Come
come on,
on,
man.
buddy.
Praxis rolls a 3.
Come on!
Crumbles under pressure.
Oh god.
Praxis. Praxis. All right, I'm gonna take the first slam. All right, I didn't roll for the first slam, so I'm going to roll a new one, targeting the 2 of you. I don't
gonna
know.
get sick
There's
to
really
my
no
stomach.
point in targeting Praxis, but I'm gonna.
At least Quintus can fly.
Quintus can fly.
Sure.
At least. Yeah.
What?
He won't. You
When
know,
the
die
mount
from fall damage.
reaches 0 hit points, they just dissipate, right?
Yeah, they just poof.
As this strike comes in, the first slam also hits Praxis, and then as you guys reconfigure yourselves, as you steady yourselves, Praxis hits the ground and starts trotting and galloping instead, and then bucks you both off almost instinctively as the wing comes in and strikes both of you. Praxis vanishes. And then I need to, the final Idomantic Blade attack, that one will just automatically hit Fenris. So Fenris.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Oh, you're already at 0 hit points.
No, I'm not down yet.
Yeah.
Oh, am I?
says you
No, you're
are.
down now.
You
You're down
just
now.
took damage just
Just
now.
took
That
damage
put you
and
down to
died.
dying.
So you are
Yep.
dying. Remember how we're doing that now. You're not unconscious. Man.
This is bad.
Yeah.
No, we're fine.
Fenris, fail 1 death save automatically. I'm not going to apply the damage, but fail 1 death save automatically, please.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and tick that off on your own. Quintus,
I
you stagger forward as Praxis is destroyed. Fenris, as this blade sweeps forward and leaves a trail of light that blasts the street and fires a wave of radiant energy that trails up from underground along the road. You are all cast out to the side. You briefly almost lose consciousness, and then the death ward causes you to snap back too. You land, we're gonna say on your feet, because I'm nice, I don't know. And then you see Fenris crumple beside you, strike a large piece of stone displaced along the road and slide down it, tumbling down and rolling to the side of you. And as of this point, you see the massive stature of Excalibur looming over you, looking down condescendingly. You would have
Leave
the
me.
turn. Quintus, you have 1 hit point. Both of your allies are down. And there he be.
How many potions can I give someone in 1 turn?
As many as you have actions, which is 1.
1?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Oh.
I'm dead, so I don't know if I can discuss with you.
You
the
can.
way we
Remember
could
the way we're
before.
doing dying now?
You're
you're not unconscious.
Right. Okay.
You're in that
Easy grill.
semi-conscious bleh dying state.
What,
Yeah.
what potions you got? Cutie patootie?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Okay.
Oh.
Because I have to
I-
make this decision very
As
quickly.
a general
That's
review.
fair.
As a general review, there you go. There's the rules for dying again.
Yeah.
Looking at my stuff really quick, I'm sorry.
If this was Gurlagon, this would be the looking up at the shadow of the beast and just be like, I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna pilot that big thing.
Yep.
Would I have a chance? Can I say something to you, Cody, as a player?
What?
If I'm awake for my next turn, I could attempt to channel divinity. That is a risk.
If it requires
Proceed.
an action,
Divine
then you
intervention?
cannot.
Or divine
Yeah.
intervention.
And if it requires
Yes.
an action, you cannot.
No, if he feeds me the potion. That's what
but
I'm
you
I
have
see.
to-
Yes,
yeah.
because then in the start of your next turn, you would, if you begin your turn with hit points, then you'd be out.
Yeah.
It's a bonus
is it-
action to drink a potion, right? Like if you're drinking your own potion.
I was about to ask, if I use a potion on Fenris, and then give them a potion, can they use it on their turn?
Yep. If they start their turn with 1 or more hit points, they will stop dying, and then they will have their actions back.
Okay, because I have a surefire way to get Fenris out, and that's great because that is what we need.
Okay.
Yeah.
On my
we
turn.
need us both to get out of here.
Yes, we do. I agree. We need you to get out mostly because you have all the information. I'm going to use
And also, you can bring
one
people
of
back from the dead, so you know.
I'm going to use one of my potions of healing on Fenris.
Okay, just fucking Fenris is just dying. Quintus comes over and Fenris is like, Quintus, come here. Quintus.
Shut up!
Put it in his mouth. They just grab the back of the neck, pull it. Quintus, it has 695 hit points.
Fenris, we all know. Listen.
Yes.
Drink.
Right,
I will shove a potion of healing down their throat.
Okay, go for it.
There are
Please
no
apply the healing to
immunities.
Fenris.
It has no immunities. There are no immunities. None.
No, it has no vulnerabilities.
No vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities, that's what I meant.
There's lots of immunities.
All gone. All gone.
It's basically
Quintus,
invincible.
it's immune to size.
Yeah, we're too.
You
we're
regain
too small.
8.
We're like.
I will then hand them, as I'm looking at them, I'm like, no matter what you do, you have something you want to do. I know you do. No matter what you do, afterwards, drink this. And I hand them another potion.
Can I tell what the potion is of?
I am then going to flex and I'm going to run.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you this: with your movement speed, you're not leaving its range, so don't worry
Oh, no,
about it. Don't worry about
I'm-
opportunity attacks.
I am getting. Technically, I am getting closer.
Oh!
You're insane.
What the
Because
no.
if what she does fails, and if what I want her to do fails, I want to make sure she lives. So I am going to put faith in the fact that they can get away and heal me or bring me back to life later.
Okay.
I am going
That's
to feed them the potion of healing. I'm going to hand them another potion, not tell them what it is, and then I'm going to go forward. I'm going to flex with my. I'm going to flex, not really because I can't get back hit points enough to matter. And I'm gonna die.
Then you're gonna die.
Holy
All right.
shit.
So then you're heading towards it.
Wow.
In that
I
case,
am brandishing the fucking spear. I am looking at this thing, and I am yelling, and I am rushing forward.
Fenris, you've been given a potion.
I suddenly understand Lexi. I drink the potion.
Do the thing first. Do your thing first.
Oh,
can do
really?
that.
Are
You
you
can do it as a
sure?
bonus action. Yes. Do not drink it yet.
Oh, okay. I'm going to, with my action, I will be divine interventioning. What I'm asking of the gods is basically, hey, can we banish this for, like, as long as we can?
For like ever.
I love my god. My god is true. You know, my god is an awesome god, whatever. But
Please roll me.
if we can just, yeah.
Okay, first of all, so you're drinking the potion, bonus action?
Yes, afterwards.
You're doing
After I
that
do
after
this.
the. Okay.
He's specified.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
I
understand.
imagine that's Fenris lifting the potion to her
Gotcha.
lips and hearing.
So. Please roll me a D100 into the tower.
Okay.
Okay. As your request is,
Alright.
can we banish this thing or get it out of here? Is that your
Like-
general request? Like, can we?
If it lowers.
Make it
like,
not a problem,
You want
please.
to? Can you remove your the idea behind this?
For the
as I
time
understand
being.
it, you want to remove it from here.
Yes.
Okay.
Even teleporting it somewhere else would be awesome. Not like, I mean, like in the cauldron. Like
Okay.
just away. Just either.
Okay.
Summer grass.
That's what I wanted to rephrase.
Just looks around, reels back. Ah! Missile! Get him, Rory! Okay.
I don't know what that seems.
Yeah, Rory's just like got a cup of coffee and he's on a balcony and he just looking up at it drops. It just. They're responsible for this.
10 sessions later, it shows back up in a
Please.
booming British
Yep, I'm
voice.
doing
You
it.
think I'd
It's
miss this party?
Brayden,
Logan.
do you know what you need to roll for this to work?
No.
Read the ability.
I mean,
I do.
like a 50, like a
No, I don't mean the dice. I mean, do you know what number you need for this to succeed?
No.
Read the ability.
I'm trying to, but I'm so
read it to me.
nervous. My
Read it to me.
eyes aren't working.
Read it to me.
Beginning at 10th level, you can call your deity to intervene in behalf of when your need is great. Imploring your deity's aid requires you use your action. Describe this as if you roll a number equal or lower than your cleric level.
Okay, what is your cleric level?
Okay. 14.
13?
14.
14.
14. 14. Did I roll 13?
You rolled a 12.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Holy
As you go to do this, it raises up its blade as if about to strike down on both of you.
Can I describe what this looks like?
That's my job, actually.
Yes, sir. Amen.
I'm the gods, you see.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna lie down.
As
on
it
the ground.
raises its blade up to strike, the thing is, this is a big thing you're doing this to. Like, this is a big ask.
I know.
And this is also the
That's why I've
cauldron,
been-
where the Eidolon's power is not absolute as much as it is outside. As it brings up its blade that towers over the city and looks like it's about to strike it down on the two of you, you hear what sounds like a harp strum that causes everything to fall silent and stop moving. Even the DGR seems to very briefly try to regard what it is, and it begins looking around. More instruments begin joining in as slowly a great orchestration forms around you. A emerald light begins to emanate and begin flowing along the golden sections of the DGR, which begins inspecting its own body. It brings a wing out to its side. It bears its own feathers and looks to them, and you can see it is as if it is beginning to dust away. Golden flakes begin peeling off of it as it seems to begin disappearing. Most quickly, you see its blade very quickly vanish. It shifts into golden energy and disappears. It does appear that it is being moved somewhere. However, due to the power the Eidolons have here, and due to the size and power of the thing that you are trying to move, despite the exhilaration of knowing that you succeeded and that Tequin is coming to your aid, it becomes all too apparent that the process is slow, that it is taking its time.
I understand.
As it's doing this, the DGR looks down to you. You do have your bonus action left as you see the massive form of this thing beginning to fleck away as little bits of it peel off, leaving only golden energy underneath them. Would you like to drink that potion?
Is it still slamming down?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was for narrative mostly. It is still Fenris's turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna...
Shot.
Do you drink it?
Music
Yeah.
fades.
They turn into gas.
Let's go.
Oh, it's gaseous form.
Yeah.
Fenris the fart cloud.
I've had this potion of gaseous form for so fucking long.
You're pulling a Regan.
Okay. You begin to dust away and you transform Quintus. You see the flecking away. You see Fenris drink the potion and seem to dissolve into nothing in the background. And then you turn, acknowledging that you did what you did successfully. You then turn to the mass of the DGR that stands over Pesadromos, over yourself, looking down towards its singular target.
I start laughing at it as I'm just pointing my weapon at it.
As you begin laughing, it raises up its hand. Heckin', you can. What does gaseous form allow you to do?
I don't know. I've never done it.
You know, check the
Hayden, what can I do?
Oh, I don't have it
the
off the
spell.
top of my head. Google it, fam.
Okay.
Gaseous
No,
form.
You
I
can
just
actually
want
just
to
hit
ask. Can I?
spells in the bottom corner and then
gaseous
just
form.
type in
Can I-
gas.
You
Long and
transform.
short, can I
It
cast
ends if you
spells?
drop to 0 hit points. Well, in that form, you have a flying speed of 10 feet only. You have no other movement speeds. You can occupy space with other creatures. You have resistance to non-magical damage, advantage on strength, dex, and con saves. You can pass through small holes, narrow openings, cracks, and treat liquids as though they were solid surfaces. You cannot fall. You remain hovering, and you cannot talk or manipulate objects. And anything you were holding,
I can't cast spells.
you cannot. You cannot. So
No.
you basically, effectively, you take less damage, but you still take damage. You are effectively invisible.
If he's attacking him,
You effectively this thing has range attacks. Keep that in mind. And you have 10 feet of movement that you can take on any turn.
Okay. Can
you
I
would have had
take
to.
my movement?
You would have. So did you stand?
Yes.
Then you would have. Then you know what you would. You would still have 10 feet of movement.
I move 10 feet in the opposite direction of all of this.
Okay. As you begin floating away, this thing looks down towards its singular target, as the singular target begins laughing in the face of what I mean, from the perspective of somebody in this world. This might as well be a god that you're currently laughing at.
I'm just trying to get the attention off of Fenris.
And
That's a
as
thing
you
at the
do,
end of Persona 5.
yeah.
It's a bad ending, goddamn.
As you laugh towards it, as it raises up its hand to slam down on you, it's very fitting that you decide to point and laugh. There is a burst of lightning from up above. A red bolt that erupts down, strikes in front of Quintus, briefly destroys the ground, blasts back up, and you see, Quintus, what you see before you is what appears to be what you vaguely recognize to be the shape of a DGR armor, except where it would have had one of its arms destroyed previously. You see it has both of them. As this blast of energy clears with this thing holding between you and the massive proto-DGR that stands in front of you, it does not have the same wings it has. Rather than having the blue wings that it had before, there are a set of dragon-like red wings of energy flapping backwards. Its body seems to have segmented. The metal has taken on a bluish tone. You see crystals, the same type that Orbis is made of, jutting out of chunks of its body. The end of its fingers appear to be made of the same material. The head has changed considerably, as you see that the face has contorted. There is now a series of golden fangs running along the edge of where its jaw would be, as the head has taken on this draconic-looking helmet. The bottom of it having the same texture as Vogan's mask. A pair of crystal horns erupt, one over the top of its head, one under the bottom part. As you see, the DGR has reappeared. Come on, you. And looks like... Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. It's gonna take a second.
Orbis,
Come on.
Game.
Oh!
That looks sick.
Oh!
Oh my god.
It's the face of fucking horse from the fucking logo. Fuck!
And I would...
That's stoked.
And I would be remiss if when this thing appeared defiantly hanging in the air between Quintus and the Proto-DGR, if it wasn't wide-stanced, arms crossed, looking towards it.
Amazing.
As its arm is crossed, slowly unfolds one of the arms, points and laughs.
As you do, the other hand moves back, it flicks. At a blue energy, a blade appears in it, and a very large approximation of Orbis Maharaga appears. The blade from the image bursting out as Vogan, you inside this feel like you have an innate sense of how to pilot this thing. As we have a wide shot, very briefly, a downward angle of Quintus in the bottom of the screen, a little bit up, this thing dominating the air, and then the background of the shot being the Proto-DGR standing titanic in front of it. And that, I think, is where I'd like to end game for today.
You're a slut.
We have a week off, fuckers. So
We do have a week off!
Yeah.
Oh no!
You guys said you wanted to do super robot things like 1 million episodes ago, and I've been sitting here like, I don't know, maybe.
Like, man.
God damn.
I think you guys are so used to me playing fucking Nemric now that you don't realize I'm ready to run into danger at a moment's notice.
I stand by just me, my cleric, my 6-foot-tall, semi-recklessly suicidal night boy.
Why do you want to die so bad?
I want other people to live. That's why I want to die.
So happy right now. You have no idea how happy I am that we got. I didn't expect this image to be relevant for a while, honestly.
That's fair.
Because a big part of me was like, I don't know, they might just try to go fight the thing and ignore the DGR. So I was like, I don't expect you to do anything.
It was on my brain ever since you told me that shit last week, and I was just like, fucking, this thing just crashed. It has something in it. We gotta open the thing. Open it up. We got to.
Wait, Vogan, get out. Lexi, get in.
I do like to imagine, for the sake of flavor, I do like to imagine when Vogan goes to laugh at it. It has that moment of when it tries to open its jaws to laugh, they like stretch and you hear like a metallic creaking for a sec, and they don't just open. It's as if it's as if they're being pulled apart. When the fangs open, it's as if they were meshed together and they've broken free from one another as the laugh erupts. So, Spencer, I have a document for you to read.
Oh, God. Okay.
Do you want me to take it away? Do you want me to take the DGR away?
No, just like, I'm imagining like a 3-page document.
It is. You're correct.
We're used to getting devil arms.
It's piloting mechs, you butthole! What did you think it was gonna be?
I don't know, swing sword, fly.
Here's the thing. It's 3 pages, but very little of it matters moment to moment. A lot of it's just like, these are the saves you use. You have total cover in the cockpit, stuff like that. But the thing is, you're not just piloting one, you're junctioning. I love that synced
that was
that.
Yeah, that was
perfectly
the
timed.
drop.
I know!
What
You're
the fuck?
junctioning.
Damn.
You are using an idolic armament to outfit these things for the purpose they were created for, to fight gods. Lore drop here. This is one of the reasons why Idolos can become Sephirite, was to be able to pilot these.
Yo.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait for the fucking Silver Esper to come in with their own mech now that we gave them a Sephirite.
Do you love Vogan sitting in a cockpit looking around like, all right, where's the hit it button?
It doesn't say punch anywhere. What the fuck?
I was a little bit hoping when I turned this playlist on, I was a little bit hoping this is the one that would come on first, and I was like, find your flame, just as good.
You know, I'm down for it being like the wrap up.
Yeah. I don't want to stop now, but
Same.
but we gotta. I'm doing it. I'm hitting the credits button because it's disappearing in a certain amount of time. It'll disappear. Vogan, distracted, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
Hold it off.
Don't worry, guys. I showed up just as it's going away.
Objective.
No.
Survive.
You showed up just in time to save me. I'm happy about this.
I
have
Cody,
1
thank
HP.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you so much for humoring me.
No, this is great. This was fun.
It's an awesome plan.
I gotta
This was
say,
fun.
today was one of the most fun sessions I think I've just had in general. I'm sorry that everyone that focused so much on them specifically, but that was...
No, that's tits. I love that.
That was a good time, yeah.
I got to fucking do the things I got to do from you know how sad I've been. I haven't had a mount. Now I get to do mount things. Thank you, Fenrir.
Yeah.
Everybody got to investigate things, turn things on, get
Yeah.
involved in stuff. Lexi got to talk and possibly be...
A little bit.
Man, I wonder what...
What happened if I got
Man,
in
what a
there,
good
Rich?
question!
Fuck you, you have art and I know it!
You know what? Today was a very good place episode as we watched 2 people boldly attempt something futile with a ton of unearned confidence and fail spectacularly.
We succeeded.
Today had perfect super robot energy.
Oh yeah.
I'm just sitting here doing fucking nothing, just being like, this is exactly... I don't even have to DM Fiat any of this. This is just doing what it needs to do.
Listen here. Not only are we alive. Not only are we alive, Aaron, but also they didn't attack other spire thingies, and that means the thing's still up. We did good.
For what happened, you did, I think, as good as possible.
I think we did. I think honestly, we did better than we intended to, because all our plan was to get the information and come back.
I mean, we still have to do the comeback part, but we'll get to that.
The second part
we'll get there.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to focus on Vogan, hopefully. So
to make it abundantly clear, though, in case it wasn't abundantly clear, independent action includes piloting. It couldn't move as it was. It needed to be fixed. It needed an idolic armament,
and that's why it took that long to fucking come down. Had to fix itself.
And transform.
Yeah, those are the same thing. You just both said the same thing differently.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really cool that we now know how many hit points approximately it has. In like.
Now stab it.
I'm not saying.
You got it.
I personally.
Was already on it.
Whenever Fenris asked like to do one or the other, I could get rid of it or I could learn about it. I'm like, there might be 2 more of these. Learn as much as you fucking can.
No, that was big.
Oh, absolutely. And to cast it at such a high level too, and have it succeed, that was clutch. Today had a lot of things that I was like, this is why TTRPGs. Like, this is why. This is fun.
RNG was on Fenris's side today.
It really was.
Oh my god.
I was fucking lucky.
I was coming to terms with the fact that I might have gotten me and Cody killed that entire time. I was just thinking about it. I was like,
Cody went along with it. It's not all on you.
no, I know.
No, it's everything's on bread.
But also,
bitch.
yeah, I mean, really, I was
so angry at you.
I came up with the idea. I told he's the only thing was he doubled down when I wanted to go home.
Yeah, whenever you said whenever he said we were that close to it, I'm like, no, we're not outrunning this thing. Let's fucking just go in. Let's do the plan.
I mean, I ended up doing both of them, so it worked out for me.
This is gonna sound like me patting myself in the back, but fucking Hazmi fucked with these designs. Like,
Hazmi,
we've been being very, very particular about the DGRs, but like, my God, Hazmi and Co has been just killing the super robot stuff. I'm so happy.
Hell yeah.
Like,
So cool.
they gave us beautiful dino boys, which just feed my childlike soul, and then just super robots that are, it's so cool. Go team. Alexi, get in the robot.
He did.
I want to get
no
in the
idea
robot.
how invested I was.
Impeccably.
Because given what I know, which you can imagine what I know now, I'm not going to confirm it, but you can imagine what I know. I was so invested in that rock, paper, scissors. Like, I was just sitting there.
Also, that is... I fucking love how in character the fucking... it's like, all right, rock, paper, scissors for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my
For sure.
god! I was gonna try and pick one of you and just throw you.
No, that was what was said. It's like if they tied even once, I was just gonna chuck one of them.
Oh, but it was so good.
I can't believe I'm not seeing any of this. I'm like, I'm gonna go help people. Bye. I'm gonna do what I do best.
Yeah, you're gonna get back and the fucking DGR is gonna like be on its last legs and dead, and you're gonna be like, Vogan did what?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. What?
I
beat
feel
it
like
up.
Oh god.
Did it
Fenris
get bigger,
is
or
very
is it still
lucky
the same size?
It is still
as,
the
like,
same
what
size.
was
It is still
before?
huge, which means you
Okay,
bypass that damage issue, the resistance issue.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. People at home.
Vogan, can you eat me so that I'll be safe inside your mouth?
People at YouTube. That is where we're stopping for this week. Please go check out our website. Please go check out the merch store that's there. Go check out the pages. It's mostly a resource for just having a quick reference for our stuff. But as time goes on, we will build it out into being more of a hub for updates, talk about projects we're working on. 2023, we've been quiet about a lot of it, but Hayden and I in particular have been trying to get a lot of stuff rolling that will, I think, matter to more than just the drive-through RPGers and the D&Ders here. We're trying to really make something out of this. So, more of that's going to come this year. But go check out the website. Heckin', check out the weekday streams. Check out the Thursday D&Ds. Go buy a keychain or two.
If there's any issues with that, I'm dealing with some back-end stuff. So I'm just dealing with some back-end stuff for the merchandise side of things. So I'm not. I'll let you know when that's dealt with, y'all.
Are we having troubles?
I sent you a DM. I'm dealing with some stuff. So I'm contacting the sources that I need to literally right now. I've been dealing with that all game.
I hope that goes smoothly. Jeez.
Huh.
Yeah. So
okay, so we might
dealing with that.
the shop might be down temporarily, but we'll get it back up.
Yeah, I will. I'll keep the those of you who have made orders. I will be in touch if anything comes up. Like if anything goes awry, but in theory, I should be able to get this working within like the next day or two. So.
Yeah. But yeah.
I apologize for inconvenience.
Honestly, I kind of expected we might have some stuff with the shop because we're learning.
That's our biggest groundbreaking in what we're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. But that said, we're gonna take up. Goodbye, YouTube. See you.
Bye.
See you next time for robots.